Happy WrestleMania Watch Along Sunday. What's going on, guys? We are back. Put up a YouTube poll for this one. Made all the choices, all the WrestleManias we haven't done yet from 1 through 30. And I put up a poll for, I think, WrestleMania 25, 27, 29, and 30. WrestleMania 30 ran away with it, about 60% of the vote. WrestleMania 25 came in second. We'll probably still bust that one out before the year is over as well. But tonight we're watching a show that I was doing commentaries for. I was 4 years deep into YouTube when WrestleMania 30 happened, which is wild to me. I think this is only the second pay-per-view ever that we have watched that I was doing YouTube for, because a couple of years ago, maybe last year, we watched WrestleMania 28 with The Rock and John Cena. So this should be fun. I haven't seen WrestleMania 30 in its entirety since the night it aired. Obviously, I've seen plenty of clips of Daniel Bryan's big night and, of course, the ending of The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak against Brock Lesnar. So we're going to relive all this stuff here. We're going to go back to the New Orleans Silverdome and watch Hogan and who is it, Rock and Austin open up the show. Bunch of other stuff on this show as well. The first ever Andre Battle Royal. This should be fun. Can't wait to watch this one again. And I know that a lot of y'all have many, many fond memories of this one. So I had a feeling when I put up the poll that WrestleMania 30 was going to win it. So that's what we're doing. Good to see you guys here on Sunday. We were here 2 weeks ago for WrestleMania 26. Last Sunday, we were here for Revolution. And then next week, we will probably be back with WrestleMania 25, unless I'm booked on Easter. I might do the Vault watch along then. So we'll figure all that out. But we'll be here next week as well for something WrestleMania related. But today, it's going to be WrestleMania 30. We are going to be watching this on Netflix. And why don't you guys go ahead and pull up your WrestleManias over there on Netflix while I say hello to everyone in the chat. Welcome y'all to the watch along, and we'll hit play here soon because this is a 4-hour show almost. That's why we're going live an hour early, to give us enough time to watch that. So I'm not keeping you guys up too late because I don't want this channel to be like an AEW pay-per-view and have to have you guys here for 7 fucking hours. So we're going to try to get this one done, especially for those of you who have to work in the morning. But we are going head-to-head with NCAA tournament games, so you might have a team playing right now that you're watching. Also, the back end of this watch-along is probably going to overlap a bit with AEW Collision Sunday. They're spreading out Collision over Saturday and Sunday due to the tournament. They've done this every year, I think. So right around the end of this watch-along, Collision should start airing. So a little competition here for AEW on Good Mike Works WrestleMania watch-along. Anyway, let me say hi to everyone here in the chat real quick, and then we will hit play on WrestleMania 30. Good to see Melissa and Ryan Adams and Zane G in the house. Ryan back in the family. You've never left the family, bro. Mike Witt had $10 waiting for us before we went live. Thanks for that, my friend. Can't wait for this. I requested this one. Yeah, you did. You were one of the people that said you wanted to do this one. That's why I kind of put up a poll assuming this one would win, and whatever came in second place, we'll just do that next week. So I'm glad that I was able to deliver this one to you, Mike, because right about 30 minutes before I went live, I completely forgot I haven't updated all the Super Chat totals, and you had a bunch. So I'm really happy that we are doing this one for you, and I think there's a couple other people, maybe Colin, that really, really wanted WrestleMania 30 done. So I'm happy we're here doing it. Thank you for that 10, bro. Can't wait for this. I requested this one. Thanks, Greg. Always felt sorry for Daniel Bryan after this biggest professional moment of his life, but nobody talked about it because Taker lost to Brock. Well, I remember this pretty well. I think we were talking about it. I think the problem was Daniel Bryan just went to shit right after that. He was injured almost immediately after he won these championships. I think he had like the one pay-per-view match maybe against Kane or something. And then after that, he was out, forfeited the title, and never saw it again until he was I don't know, what is it, recycle down Daniel Bryan until he was that character and he had like the eco-friendly title and all that. I don't think Taker's loss took away from Bryan's moment, but it was definitely the top thing that people were talking about coming out of that WrestleMania. But I still think Bryan's moment was amazing for him. Just wish he could have had a nice little run with the title instead of getting injured, having surgery, and having to cough up the belt. It sucked. Fucking sucked. Mike Rouse, good to see you. We Are Pro Wrestling is here. Tomorrow is the 25th anniversary of WWE buying WCW. That is true. I did tomorrow's not the anniversary of the simulcast, though. That's tomorrow's the anniversary of the purchase, I believe. We got Big Funds HC. Good to see you. George Morris dropping in his token 5. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito and Elizabeth? First WrestleMania for me living in Florida. I had just moved from Indiana that past October. Okay, cool. So this is your first Mania watching in your new home state. Last 2 weeks ago, when we did WrestleMania 26, that was my final WrestleMania watched in my home state. The first one I watched, or my old state, the first one I watched here was WrestleMania 27 in 2011. Tatanani's in the house. Trayvon Williams, Rodrigo, Colin Wright is here. Trey, Lucado, Tatanani. Good to see you. Michael Games. Greetings from Interstate 71. Nice, bro. Mike Witt's got 5 more. Do you live stream the show? Did you live stream the show, Greg, when it happened? No, I didn't. I was still not appearing on camera yet. I didn't appear on camera till around 2017. I was just doing voiced podcasts on YouTube with like still images and whatnot, and I had not done any live streaming at all. It wasn't until a couple of years after that that I was like, I think I should live stream. Everybody's live streaming. Maybe I should live stream. So glad I finally decided to do that. Good to see JJ Leg, right on. Spaz Out the DJ, been gone for a while. Glad I found your channel again. You truly got me into wrestling content creators, so big shout out to you, Greg. Thank you for that, dude. Appreciate it. Glad you're back in here tonight. Ben Espinoza is here. We've got DJG, I think I got you. We got Gilbert as well. Surge, Chase, It's Robert, Just Smitty, Millennial. Juliet is here. I think I might have gotten you. And Mike Witt's got 5 more, and then we'll wrap this up and get going on this watch along. Greg, just want to say I watched your interview, or no, it wasn't an interview. I was just a guest. We were just shooting the shit. I wasn't being interviewed by Sean Ross Sapp. I was just a guest on his show with him. Very good watch. Would love for more collaborations between the two of you. I will be back over there with Sean because we weren't expecting the other feller to show up there, so we'll do it again probably in the future, and we'll do it right. But yeah, that was real fun to be on there. We just answer questions about wrestling and share opinions about it. That's all. So it really wasn't an interview. Let me see. Who else is on here that I haven't said hello to yet? XX Goldfish, right on. Good to see you as well. I think I got just about everybody. I need to stop flapping my gums because this is a long show. So if you go over to Netflix right now, you will see that the runtime, according to Netflix, is 3 hours, 53 minutes and 38 seconds. What we did a couple of weeks ago, because it's hard to track your progress on Netflix because all it does is show the timer at the very far right and it runs in reverse. So I put up a reverse timer here for you, and I just need to set it to the time, which is 3:53:38. So this is how this is going to work. We're going to just set this timer here. And by the way, last week I had to kind of rush this timer in, and I downloaded it instead of creating one from scratch. And I forgot to turn the volume off on it, which means when the timer ended, a loud siren went beep, beep, beep. But then, of course, I didn't hear. All of you did. And you guys are like, what the fuck is up with the siren? So I'm so sorry about that. You will not hear that this time. I will try to shut the timer off before we get to the end anyway. But just in case I forget, you won't hear it. So I want to get this to 3:53:38 is what we want. 3:53:38. There we go. And I'm going to pause it right when it gets to 3:53:38. Boom. Okay, so this is the runtime of the show. 3 hours, 53 minutes, and 38 seconds. We're all going to hit play together. Once we do that, that timer will start running in reverse. So match up that number to the one on the far right on Netflix, and that should allow you to sync up perfectly. When we had it on Peacock and YouTube, we do the other timer and it works fine, but Netflix is funny, and I just want to make sure people can follow along because sometimes the volume isn't enough to be able to hear what is going on. So cheers to everyone on this fun Sunday. Hopefully you're all queued up and ready to go, and I am as well. So last week I had a little bit of a botch when I hit play, so I want to make sure my fingers are nice and ready for the double mouse thing that I got going on, and I'm in position. All right. Yeah, it was a little bit different with the reverse timer for me in terms of the setup, so I just want to make sure I do it right. All right, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, play, okay? Here we go on WrestleMania 30. This should be a hoot. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, I nailed it. All right, New Orleans, WrestleMania. Have they been back there since WrestleMania 30? Yeah, 34, right? They're almost back there. They might be back there again if Saudi Mania doesn't happen.
Precisely when we lose track of what time it is. Man, oh man.
Yeah, I remember being super excited for this show. The 30th WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan having his moment, I felt was a way of kind of like washing off the Benoit thing. I feel like that was the new Benoit at WrestleMania 20, having Daniel Bryan win like that in a triple threat match. Very similar situations there with Bryan and Benoit. But the previous year's WrestleMania was awful. We'll get to that one eventually as well. But there is a possibility that next week is going to be the final WrestleMania watch-along, because after that is Easter, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be here or not. I got to find that out this week. The week after that is Dynasty. So the next 2 Sundays after next Sunday are going to be possibly no-goes, and then the Sunday after that is WrestleMania. So there's a chance that next week could be the end of it, which we might bust out WrestleMania 25 and just save the Vault one in case I have an extra day in there somewhere we can do it. I can't believe this was the 30th WrestleMania, which felt wild, and we're about to have our 42nd. That's just... Cannot believe that this was 12 years ago. WrestleMania 30, everything since 2007 on, to me, feels like yesterday. Oh, yeah, Bray Wyatt and John Cena. My God, the fans were outraged about that one. It takes literally zero imagination to outrage a wrestling fan. I remember being annoyed going into that match. I was rooting for Cena to lose just so I wouldn't have to listen to the fans cry. I'm like, you know what? Just have Cena lose just so I don't have to fucking hear it. It's funny how that spirit and that rage and that anger still lives so deep inside so many fans. They just direct it in different directions now, Cena was the target. Now it's like AEW and Tony Khan, and a couple years ago with Charlotte Flair, and fans gotta hate something or they just can't live. Hate is their lifeblood. Oh yeah, the Kid Rock too, yay. All right, WrestleMania 30. Loved the setup here, the stage with the WrestleMania XXX, WrestleMania XXX. That is just a humongous sign. I think the one at WrestleMania, 38 was kind of like that too, in Dallas with the big thing. But that's great looking. A lot of people there. What a sea of people. Oh, yeah, I forgot that he was kind of the host. And then they brought him back in Tampa to kind of host again, right? With Titus O'Neil. Oh, there's Brooke. There's his family right there. There's Brooke and Nick. And here comes the late Hulk Hogan. I mean, this was I was never a Hogan fan. You guys know that. But this was really appropriate for him. This really upset me, to be honest, that he didn't do this exact thing for WrestleMania 20. The fact that Hogan worked WrestleMania 18... WrestleMania 19 and WrestleMania 21 is so weird to me. The fact that he missed WrestleMania 20 because of whatever's going on with him contractually in WWE. So at least getting him out here, I mean, he was the focal point, the centerpiece of the first ever WrestleMania. So he's got to be at these shows, in some form. So coming out here was something I was fine with, even though I didn't like Hulk Hogan. It's appropriate. I don't know if any of you caught this, but my plan is to do a WrestleMania 1 watch-along. We're going to do that on Thursday before WrestleMania. We're going to do a doubleheader that day. Afternoon, we're going to do predictions, and then later on, we will do a watch-along. I was thinking about doing it members only, but we're going to make it open to the public. Hey, look at the Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew. DMD. Britt Baker. Diet Mountain Dew. This will be the first WrestleMania since Hogan passed, which is wild. There's never been a WrestleMania without Hogan being alive for it. Are they going to, has Netflix edited the Silverdome part, or are they leaving that in? I'm curious if he's going to say it or not. WrestleMania 1 isn't available on Netflix. Oh, well, thanks for checking that. It's not? I checked it already, because I checked the runtime. I found it somewhere. I think it is. So they did leave it in. The WWE. Oh, he's fucking botching, man. It's here. I've got it. 1985, one episode, WrestleMania 1, 2 hours and 16 minutes. It's on Netflix. It's on my Netflix. He did it again? He said it twice? What a way to bot. Oh, he knows. I love it. You can't even hate Hulk for that. Now, I've never been to the Superdome, but I have been to the Silverdome, and I'm pretty sure Superdome is kind of nicer. I love that. Here's Austin to save it. I remember at the time thinking that WWE sent Austin out there to save this segment. Until he got out there and I could kind of see where they were going, and I knew before The Rock came out that The Rock would be next. I mean, arguably the three biggest stars. I think you could have had Cena join them, to be honest, but Cena was busy. Special moment. Was Austin at WrestleMania 29? Was he at the previous one in New York? I don't think he was. I don't think he was at 28 either. I think he did 27 with Lawler and what's his dick. And then maybe he missed the next two. Now this is yeah. Thank you, Michael Cole. Thank you, Michael Cole. Answering my own question. I mean, I think we should have an impromptu match right now. Steve Austin versus Hulk Hogan. Hogan getting to experience this entrance firsthand. I mean, when it came to crowd response, I don't know. I don't think anyone topped Austin, not even Hulk Hogan. There was an explosiveness with Austin because of that glass shattering, with the ovation where Hogan, real American. Yeah, fans would cheer and go nuts and scream for him, but I just don't think anybody ever topped. They call it the Road Warrior pop. It should be the Austin pop because look at that. I can't believe we didn't get that match.
If you ready for WrestleMania 30, give me a hell yeah. Good to be back here at the Silverdome. Hey, let me tell you
It's good to be back here at the Silver Dome.
When Stone Cold
Austin trolling him.
comes inside a squared circle at WrestleMania 30, I open up a can of whoop ass and whip the living hell out of whoever's in this ring with me. If you want me to open up a can of whoop ass on Hulk Hogan, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll help you open it.
That's what I thought you was gonna say. Hey, we had a damn good night last night at the Hall of Fame. I was sitting right next to the immortal when Hulk
Yeah, he was. I remember that. I remember thinking that was wild.
you did from the get-go. WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 2,
And Austin famously never really liked Hogan. I mean, The Rock's about to come out here, but when you really look at the grand landscape, this is one and this is the two biggest. I mean, Austin's run was far shorter than Hogan's, but when it comes to just pure overness, I don't think there's two more.
we've been very protective of our legacies. Sitting next to you, watching all the dues you paid, what you did for the business. I got nothing but respect for you. I'm here to say I appreciate the living hell out of what you've done for this business.
Austin and Hogan sharing a handshake. That's kind of cool. I mean, Austin's pretty much acknowledging there that we never had a match because nobody was going to, I don't know who you put over in that. And that's why the match didn't happen. Austin ain't laying down for him. Hogan ain't laying down for Austin.
Give every single thing
So you just can't do the match.
that Hulk Hogan proved in this ring. Everything that Stone Cold Steve Austin proved in this ring. Tonight is the night for the current regime of WWE superstars to come out here and put every single thing they got on the line in this ring for your asses.
For your asses.
But make no mistake about it. Always remember, Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Ah, here comes Rocky. Mike, appreciate the 5. Honest question. Since this year is the first Mania since Hogan's passing, you think they'll do a little tribute for him, tribute to him of his Mania matches? Maybe. It's possible. But I also think if there's some like introductory video package or something, a lot of that can be talked about there. And then here comes The Rock. Mike, appreciate the 10. Always curious what Punk would have done on the show if he wouldn't have quit the company. I like the idea of Andre Hulk Mania 3 match in the Hall of Fame this year. I do too. I mean, we're putting matches in now. We put Austin and Brett in. That match, I think, is more famous than Austin and Brett. That's got to go in. You can't put other matches at this point ahead of Hulk and Andre. That's got to go in there, man. I don't know who accepts on either man's behalf, to be honest. But yeah, I hope that match makes it onto this year's class. It would make sense. Oh, look at Ava. Look at Ava. Look how young Ava is. That was his mom and his daughter. That is cool. Ada and Ava. I don't know her real name. I don't know what Ava's real name is. Rakina? I don't know. Titty Tiaki? Could be Titty Tiaki. It's possible. Wouldn't rule it out. Could be Jennifer. Don't know. There's no way of knowing, you know. There's no way of knowing what her name is because we don't have the resources to find out. I mean, Cena obviously couldn't come out because maybe he wasn't even there yet. I mean, this is 2014. Nowadays, I think people would say Cena belongs in the ring. But if not Cena, who else do you think would have belonged in this picture between these three guys in 2014 based on the people that were alive? The only other person I can think of is Ric Flair, who might have been, was he doing TNA shit? What was he doing in 2014, Ric Flair? What was he doing besides drooling and drinking? But these were three men who all three became icons in WWE. Maybe Flair was an icon outside WWE more than he was inside. Rock's the only guy who didn't work. He just worked WWE. Hogan and Steve were both in WCW basically at the same time.
You hear the roar of the crowd. You see them stand on their feet. You taste it. You taste it. You feel it. You sure as hell can smell it. Finally, The Rock has come back to New Orleans. Which means finally, The Rock has come back to wrestle.
Do I have a memory of The Rock mentioning John Cena's name here? Does he say something positive about John?
By the way, which finally means The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the immortal Hulk Hogan have finally come back to the Superdome.
And how John Cena... So the previous year, WrestleMania 29 would have been, or was, John Cena's final WrestleMania main event. Until the last one?
Across this ring, I don't see
I think it was.
two of the biggest legends of all time.
So
No.
Cena after this really felt like, because it was Bray Wyatt here, then it was Rusev, then I think he was out at WrestleMania 32. I don't remember what he did at 33 or 34. Oh, 34 he did Undertaker. Yeah, so that match with The Rock, that was his last main event. Until 13 years later. No,
And I see without question
12 years later.
the two biggest names in the history of the WWE.
Rock, you're not lying there. I mean, Hogan and Austin, I agree with Rock that they are the two biggest names in WWE.
I've had the honor and the privilege of facing you both at WrestleMania. You've impacted my career. We've done it all. We've headlined WrestleManias. We've electrified. We've broke records. You've had an incredible impact on The Rock's career, but you've also had incredible impact on everyone in the locker room. Because tonight, a man's going to come out here and he's going to fight in the name of hustle, loyalty, and respect. But
They're booing Cena. Rock's trying to be nice.
But that man doesn't come out here and fight in the name of hustle, loyalty, and respect unless someone 29 years ago vowed to say their prayers and eat their vitamins, brother. Tonight
No, he took his vitamins all right.
is going to come out here and he's going to rise against the authority. But that doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, oh, that guy, look at that. Look at that. That's all it took. He didn't even say his name. He didn't even say Daniel Bryan's name, and that crowd went nuts.
Yes. That doesn't happen unless a certain bald-headed SOB had the guts to not only cross the boss, but whip his candy ass.
Yeah, Vince definitely has a candy ass.
And those are facts. Those are facts. And here's another fact. You guys ever wonder why so many young WWE fans have birthdays exactly 9 months after WrestleMania?
Oh. Why?
I'll tell you why. Because their parents were at home and they were watching in awe, feeling full of passion and electricity because they were watching the jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, the Rock's in the ring, no ifs, ands, or maybes. Come on, mama, we got no choice but to start making rock babies.
Making babies after WrestleMania. I think like early October is the most popular birthday because Everybody gets it on New Year's Eve.
But The Rock's not done. This is WrestleMania. It's in its 30th year. So rip off your t-shirt, open up some beer. We got Piper, we got Heenan, the list keeps growing. Steamboat, Savage, Brett versus Owen. We got Batista, King Kong Bundy, Shawn Michaels, and Sheamus. If they fought the three of us, we'd stick our boots right up their anus.
Oh, man.
This is WrestleMania. It's an honor for me to be in the ring in front of you two. It is an honor for me to be in the ring in front of you, the WWE Universe, the world. The world is looking. It's boots to asses time.
Yeah, you better get these old farts out of the ring. Start doing some wrestling matches.
What the Rock is cooking. And on that note, and that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
One more from Hogan.
What you gonna do, brothers, when Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 30, and the Superdome?
The Superdome. My favorite part of that whole thing was when Hogan realized, because he said Silverdome once, they booed. Then he said it again, they booed louder. And seeing the wheels turn in his head, and then he kind of smirks. Oh, man. I mean, I always thought Hogan was such a massive piece of shit and everything, but every now and then he could make you laugh. Like, that was a human moment from Hogan that I like. Watching him be like, oh, fuck. Okay, we got 1, 2, 4. So we got a 6-pack. No, we have 7 beers in there. Austin's got 3 because Austin needs 3. Hell yeah. Still a little bit offended. I mean, I've gotten over it. It's been 12 years. A little bit of offended I wasn't invited to be in the ring with those 3 guys. But, you know, after 3-4 months, I came around and, you know, began talking again and went back to work, you know. But it was a grieving process, really, is what it was. I love that they got the Mountain Dew. You guys aren't drinking those things. They're lukewarm, or they're just warm. Who's on the top left corner there? Who are they? I'm Greg. Who's the tall one? Look at that guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have to have like a 45-minute Triple H and Daniel Bryan match, don't we? I cannot believe WWE thought Batista versus Randy Orton would be appropriate main event for WrestleMania 30. That still is wild to me, how dumb Vince was. Batista didn't deserve it. He came in, got booed like shit. At the Rumble, people were just wanting Daniel Bryan. That's who they wanted.
Daniel Bryan, you gotta be kidding me! You haven't been in the WWE for a minute. How are you gonna become a star in the WWE? But where's your personality? Where's your charisma? Answer your critics. You haven't done anything in the WWE. Ever since I could.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Bryan, he had a long run to this, you know. The whole thing before SummerSlam, you know, getting fired and then coming back and
The WWE Universe is becoming a believer in Daniel Bryan.
Toxic Banana, appreciate the $1.99. Hope they left 99 added in here somewhere. That's right. This was the first WrestleMania that we all watched on the WWE Network, at least the first one I did. WrestleMania 29 was the last pay-per-view I purchased. I still have a screen, like I took a picture with my phone of like I was watching on a big TV and I bought it with the remote control, like the pay-per-view. And I remember that night watching, I had like my iPad, I was tweeting a little, not my laptop, I was tweeting a little bit, watching the show, writing down notes for my review later on in the night. And during the Triple H and Brock Lesnar match, it's a nice day just like this. My windows are open, I'm chilling, and there is an accident, a car accident right outside my window, and it completely distracted me from the Triple H Brock Lesnar match because I was looking out the window to see if anybody died. Everybody appeared to be fine, but it was a huge fucking mess. And it was just 100 yards from or less, 50 yards from my window. So I was kind of watching that, and I essentially missed most of the Brock Lesnar and Triple H match, which I'm glad I did because I hate that match. It's one of my least favorite matches in WrestleMania history.
The future of WWE.
Daniel Bryan is not the man we want. He is not the face of the WWE.
The authority, they don't want Daniel Bryan.
Cold, hard fact of life. Some guys get to the top, some guys don't.
Daniel, not everyone can be WWE Championship material. You're like what, 5'8", 200 pounds? You are a B+.
Plus player. That's a good little spot for you, Daniel.
B+.
Protected Daniel Bryan for all of you. He is just not good enough to succeed. You don't listen to these people. You don't listen for their obvious desire to see somebody like me succeed. We are not.
Oh, yeah, the Occupy Raw thing.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Don't you disrespect my family's name.
The only way we will ever get you to listen is if I beat the crap out of you at WrestleMania.
I think it was supposed to be Punk. Oh, there's 10 more from Mike. Always kind of surprised we never got a real match between Taker and Cena. An actual match, not like the squash. And imagine if Taker put Cena over instead of Brock. Yeah. That would be crazy. Man, fans would have hated him. That wouldn't have helped him.
With these people, I am stronger than ever.
Yeah, earlier you mentioned curious what Punk would have done on this show. And I think the plan was for Punk to work with Triple H. That's what I think the plan was. And then he left.
Here I stand, unbroken, with these people behind me. They don't have the power, we have the power.
Triple H says there is no yes movement. I beg to differ.
One of the principal owners of WWE, Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, God, Stephanie, what are you going to do? Oh, St. John's beat Kansas, huh? All right.
I am honored to announce the most powerful man in WWE, the COO, the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the cerebral assassin, the game, the king of kings, Triple H!
All right, here comes the King of Kings, Triple H. Gilbert, Punk did the Cabana podcast around Thanksgiving. I think it was like Thanksgiving week or weekend they dropped it. So that would have been like 11 months later. But all this time, Punk was radio silent. We didn't hear shit from him. Oh my God. Okay, is Charlotte the one on the left? Or I'm sorry, the one on the right. Okay, I think that's Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. I'm pretty sure that's Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, right? I don't know who the other one is. That might not be Alexa Bliss in the front kneeling down. Kind of looks like her though. I think we've got a WWE Women's Tag Team right there. And who is in the back? That's Sasha. Or is that Mercedes? Is that Mercedes, Alexa, and Charlotte? That's cool. At least I think that's Charlotte. Yeah, it's Charlotte. I can see the tattoo. That's cool. Alexa, Mercedes, and Charlotte. Wow. I didn't even know that about that. I could just recognize him. I mean, CM Punk was the carrying the gun and the John Cena entrance that one year, and they use a lot of enhancement talent, recruits, NXT talent for these things. I'm pretty sure the year that I went to WrestleMania in 39, that was when they started doing all the ads. Was it the big cereal box or something? Some big thing was out there, and I think it was Sol Ruca was doing that. You see the Obafemi interview? He said he considers Triple H like the greatest of all time, and he draws inspiration for his success from Elon Musk and stuff. I'm like, okay, Brock can kill this guy. I don't care anymore. I absolutely don't care if he loses now. I'm like, oh. I'd like to hope that Obafemi is thinking it's all about the game and how you play it, and just blowing a little smoke there to advance his career. I would hope that that's the case, and he's not actually being genuine. You can spit some water. I mean, if you were to write down greatest water spitters of all time, I don't even know who would compete with Triple H. I think he's just default number one. God, the Ultimate Warrior dies tomorrow. I know he dies in 48 hours, which is crazy. Trying to think Triple H's losses. Lost to the Warrior. I don't remember. At 13, he did something with Goldust. I don't know if he won or lost. 14, he won against Owen. 15, I also can't remember if he won or lost. The match with Kane, I think. 16, he won. 17, he lost. So 12, 17, 20, 21, 22. I don't remember 24. I think he lost. And then he lost 27 and 28. And then he's going to lose here. So I think Triple H has lost like 9 WrestleMania matches, if I'm right. He lost to Taker 3 times, not twice. Five more from Mike. Hot take. Punk should have beaten the streak at 29. Would have been a nice reward for him after his awesome WWE title run. Yeah, I think I would have preferred Punk than Brock. All right, big night here for Danielson. He knows it. They made such a big deal about his blue collar. And he's not that blue collar. He makes a lot of money. How blue collar can he be? Look at that shit. That yes shit was the most over anything had been since Austin and Rock. Nothing had gotten a reaction from the audience, the universal reaction from the audience, since those days of the mega over stars. It had been like 10 years, 12 years since we had really gotten this. Where someone is just, just mega over, 2 seconds. Turn my fan on. All right, a little hot. Not that hot today. It was way hotter last week. 72 here in San Diego today, but we've had all week of like mid-90s and over 100. It's been nuts here. It's a little bit more chill today. All right, Daniel Bryan and Triple H. If Daniel Bryan wins, he is added to the championship match. I mean, I remember at the time, just doing Raw reviews, like leading up to this, we're all like wondering, are they going to switch something up? They're going to have to switch something up. And after that Royal Rumble, man, it was like, oh, God. I'm like, Daniel Bryan's victory and Daniel Bryan's night at WrestleMania was booked by the fans because WWE was not going to do this. Like, the fans literally had to say, hey, idiots, listen to us. And thank God they did. Because if Vince would have just had that stubbornness, that tunnel vision, no, we're going with Orton and Batista, that's these fans would have shit all over it. Oh, yeah, you want a handshake? Triple H is such a douchebag. He's such a douche. His character's a douche. He's a douche in real life. I never understood the furry boots. What's up with the furry boots? It reminds me of Demolition's debut, like before Darso joined as Smash. They were coming out there in these like furry boots, and it looked just like what Danielson's got on. So I don't know what's up with the fur. I don't know if he's half. Is it a goat? Is it because he's a goat? Is that goat fur? Look at Stephanie being like, come on, center yourself. Forgetful cow. Lawler. Can somebody just put a dildo in his mouth, please, and shut him up? Do it balls first, too. And Bryan, he's got all the shit on there because he's been getting his ass kicked. Nice. I mean, I do think it's cool that Daniel Bryan single-handedly wiped out all of Evolution in the same night, you know? And then right after this, we're going to get the Evolution reunion, and they're going to feud with The Shield, right? They had some good matches. And then right after that feud was over was when Rollins made the turn. All things considered, I actually didn't think 2014 was a terrible year. This was a good WrestleMania, the Daniel Bryan story. Of course, he had the Undertaker streak ending, Brock annihilating John Cena at SummerSlam. There was a lot of things in 2014 that I thought was memorable. This show was one of them. The Ultimate Warrior Hall of Fame and his passing, you know, just a lot went on in 2014. Punk leaving, Punk on Cabana's podcast. I mean, everything that happened in 2014 was, there was lots of interesting shit that was going down. I mean, I did a reaction to Punk on Cabana's podcast like the next day. I got like 250,000 views. Like, there was just shit was happening, man. People wanted to hear about it. I mean, how wild would it have been if Triple H would have won here? People been leaving, heading for the exits. I think there's even a little post-match beatdown here, too, right? I mean, they're really Because one thing about this Daniel Bryan situation is once they inserted him into this, it kind of made WrestleMania predictable, you know? So I appreciate they tried their best to try to put some doubt in your mind. I'm glad that we haven't graduated to the LED ring post yet. Thanks for the 5, Mike. Yeah, I couldn't stand the announcing team here. Never liked JBL and the King. King was all right, you know, in the 90s. He had great chemistry with Vince McMahon. He paired well with Ross. But just his tireless, stupid one-liners and his perviness just got old after a few decades, you know? God, Jesus. Jeez. God. Yeah, he landed really close to the barricade. I'm glad he didn't blow a knee out or something. You're never going to win. Stephanie talking shit. You're B+ at best. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Is that Ricardo Rodriguez over there? Oh! Jesus fucking Christ. Right on the Mountain Dew. Right on the Diet Mountain Dew. Saying you still listen to the Punk podcast to this day. It was good. It was definitely notable. Just shit my britches on SmackDown. Please retweet. Oh, my God. Give me a Z-Pack. Fucking Z-Packs, man. I've never taken a Z-Pack in my life. I don't even know what it is. Pack of Z's, I guess. Ow! Ricardo was Alberto's old ring announcer, right? He must be doing Spanish commentary. Was Alberto still around? When did he bounce? When do we see no more? I think he was still there because he's there long enough to like get. No, wait, Paige is gone by the time they get together. There he goes. Oh, I was like, did Triple H have something? Nope, just a right hand. Yeah, 5 years later, Bryan is Triple H and Kofi is Bryan. That's right. I've been lucky enough to be in the building for a few WWE title changes in my life. Handful of them. My least favorite one is that one. I was in LA for that when Brock beat Kofi in 4 seconds. And I don't recall on the exactly when they started doing the shoulder thing with Bryan. Guess they were doing it on TV because he's coming out. I love we got JBL's cowboy hat upside down out there. The angst in his face. That is a cinched in crossface if there ever is one. Oh. I was just wondering, I'm like, what did Benoit call this? What was the name of it? Crossface, Crippler Crossface. That's what it was. I was like, what's it called? Did Benoit have a name for that? How old was me and Stephanie here? This is 2014. Let's see, me and Stephanie were 37. Still in our 30s. In 2014, those were good times.
Triple H wants to beat Daniel Bryan at his own game. He wants Daniel Bryan to tap out. I think the only person that wants Triple H to beat Daniel Bryan more than Triple H is her, Stephanie. Well, of course, what an evil smile on her face throughout this match. Well, it's been the story since day one with these people. She's a beautiful woman. Let's be respectful. The authorities does not want to be the face of WWE. I didn't say she wasn't beautiful. I said it's an evil smile on her face. Stephanie McMahon told me in an interview a few weeks ago, this all started in the Occupy Raw movement. This all started back at SummerSlam when Daniel Bryan won the WWE Championship. When Triple H was a special guest referee and Pedigree Bryan handed the championship to Randy Orton. That's when it all started, guys. And it's been an uphill battle ever since for Bryan. Daniel Bryan is realizing now he got what he asked for and he doesn't want it. Guys, are we getting to the point that Daniel Bryan is not going to be able to protect himself? No, wait a minute. Daniel Bryan firing back again. I tell you, Daniel Bryan's got heart and guts. He's not going to go down without a fight. They're going to have to drag him out of this arena tonight.
This might have been one of the loudest yay boost spots of all time. There we go. Finally, D-Bry. Some offense here. I was getting a little nervous for Bryan there. I'm like, oh, he might not win. Oh, that was dumb. God, it's got to be so hard on the neck. Hitting those Germans. And he's bridging up on his neck like that. No wonder he's got problems. Jesus. This be a double underhook German. Just flopped him back, threw him back. Stephanie, your outfit's interesting, but it looks good. I wouldn't be able to not laugh if I'm on the mat and Stephanie's shit talking to me.
Daniel Bryan kicked out of the eye. I think he's doing it just on instinct. Like at some point, Daniel Bryan needs to show some sense and call this thing off.
Well, you don't really think he's going to do that, Dave?
Oh, I think he has any sense.
Triple H new here, perhaps a superplex, but Daniel Bryan's blocking. Bryan blocks again. A third block for Daniel Bryan. Shots to the ribs by both men.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Feeding off this frenzy. WWE Universe.
Oh, there we go.
What's he going to do here? Up over the top.
Oh. Nailed him.
See Triple H's hand bounce off the mat. Triple H could be out.
At sunset, flipped into a powerbomb. Daniel Bryan has got the game rattled. And Daniel Bryan buys himself a little bit of time to try to regroup.
That may rattle Stephanie as well.
He's getting up too.
Daniel Bryan first to his feet.
Don't let that goat have any momentum.
Yes, nails him.
And this is the momentum John was talking about. Daniel Bryan starting to feed off it.
Jesus. You knew, well, that's a typical spot too. You knew Triple H was going to explode. Look at Stephanie out of that corner. Stephanie's energy, she's Hall of Fame worthy. I got no issue with her Hall of Fame induction. She's great. Mike Witt, thanks for the 10. I know I'm biased, but at my age, someone asked me my favorite Mania. I said 4 because I like the tournament concept, and seeing Macho push in the main event was awesome as a kid. WrestleMania 4 is on my top 10. I loved it. It's the first WrestleMania I ever watched on pay-per-view, the first one I ever ordered. First WrestleMania in North Carolina. Our house was built on a tobacco farm. We didn't even have cable yet. There wasn't even in the area. So, well, my dad met a friend at work at his brand new job, and they invited us to their house. And the adults partied and played poker and drank booze while I sat in the other room and watched WrestleMania 4. Still have the VHS tape that I recorded it on. Come on, D-Bry.
That may be just what Daniel Bryan needed here. Yes, yes, yes.
Daniel Bryan got to climb up high. A fast Superdome behind him. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Here goes. Triple H with a killer.
Knee to the face. Now we got the cross face again. Tap him out with his own yes lock.
Daniel Bryan trying to drag Triple H and his 250-pound body toward the bottom rope. Daniel Bryan trying to get there again. He's about an arm's length away. Critical moment for Daniel Bryan.
Come on, you got it.
Making his way to the bottom rope, but he's still a long way away, guys. And Daniel Bryan's fading. Daniel Bryan is fading. Yes, he is. Bryan's got to do something to alleviate the pressure here. Oh, no. Triple H in his back rolls through. Triple H, those jaws are locked in. Right back in the middle of the ring. That did more harm than good.
Daniel Bryan, one of the king of kings.
Further away from the ropes than he was before now.
Now he's dragging himself to the other side. A stunned silence.
I swear to God, the guy, you know the guy, the big guy with his jaw dropping when The Undertaker loses his streak? I think I see him out there, but he's not in the white shirt that he was wearing in that shot. It looked like he had a black shirt on him. Maybe he puts one over it. Unless that's a different guy.
Daniel Bryan trying to feed off the WWE Universe one last time. Daniel Bryan counters Triple H's shoulder down. Daniel Bryan now looking for the reverse. Daniel Bryan looking for the reverse. Daniel Bryan to the ring. Can he get it? Can he tap the line? Yes, that's not the game.
Come on. Nope.
Triple H, look at Triple H. He's trying to fight, crawl his way out of this.
Oh, he doesn't have it locked. He's trying to.
He's got it locked in with 2 fingers. Now Triple H is screaming in agony. Stephanie pleading with her husband. Triple H clawing at Daniel Bryan's grip. Still got him. Trying to use his own power to power out of this. Triple H is a long way away.
He's gonna tap.
Steph can help. Push the rope towards him, Stephanie. How dumb are you? Just push the rope. JBL just said this would be the most embarrassing loss Triple H has ever had in his career. WrestleMania 12 would like a word.
Gonna have to do to earn your respect. He needs to think about finding
Triple H, or JBL's an idiot.
hell to this stake here. You expect Look, he made it to the big time. He made it into WrestleMania against Triple H. He's got 75,000 people.
Who inducted Triple H last year? I think Stephanie did. All I know is his induction speech is still going. Or his acceptance speech, excuse me. There he goes. There goes Brian for some more. Another torpedo.
Brian almost fighting with just one arm here, but he continues to fight. He landed on that shoulder. He did. Daniel Bryan can't capitalize on
I don't like missile drop kicks when you land on your back like that. Jesus.
such an awesome match. That's what he's got left in him. Something's not right.
Owen would always skip up after the missile drop kick, too, off the top.
Stephanie looks like she's going to have a nervous breakdown here at ringside. What a battle.
I'm surprised the length of this match, too.
Daniel Bryan is hung in at every turn. He's taken everything Triple H has given to him and more.
And we've watched this awesome match at the
Guys. Daniel Bryan is perched in the corner. Daniel Bryan with Triple H trying to struggle to his feet.
You're so wild if Triple H beat him. Nope. Got caught in a power slam, or not power, what are they called? Spine buster.
It's almost like Triple H suckered Bryan in. And now going for the pedigree.
And wow, spine buster and, or I'm sorry, yeah, spine buster and pedigree, and D-Bry kicks out. Stephanie is perplexed. And that was the spine buster immediately followed by a pedigree and a quick pin, and Bryan still kicked out. There's no hesitation. Just did it.
Triple H almost as he looked at the official, what do I need to do to put Daniel Bryan away? We talked about it, guys. The never say die attitude of Daniel.
You can do this, Triple H.
For the first time, Triple H was taking off his game plan.
Nice little small package. Mike Witt, is Tito watching with me tonight? He might hop up here. I just gave him a treat right before we went live because he was all up in my face, and then he went under the bed, which is over there behind my studio curtain. So he's not watching right now, but he'll show up. Tito. We'll call him, see if he comes. He usually sleeps right under here. He's not here, which means he's hanging out under the bed. Under the vast Cali King. The vast space under the Cali King. So much to explore down there. So much room for activities. Him and Bub once asked me if they could build bunk beds because they wanted more room and stuff. And I had to tell them, like, I don't give a fuck. You're both adults. Do what you want. So they built the bunk beds, and then they crashed on Don Petito, and he cut his arm. It was ridiculous. Ugh, those two were wild together, man. That's an interesting. Triple H has just got a double underhook locked on Bryan, but Bryan kind of almost Northern Lights suplexed him into a pin. Triple H is trying to get the pedigree off. And he will not let go. Oh, there he is. Jesus.
Oh, man. The side of the head, the back of the neck. Triple H, in those words of encouragement from his wife, Stephanie. Stephanie, nobody does it like you, Hunter.
13-time world champion. I don't agree with her.
Look at this, another reversal.
Daniel Bryan caught Triple H in the side of the face.
Missed that one.
Boom. There you go. That's it. Yes. Yeah, that's right, Stephanie. Pretty shocking, huh? I should have my yes sign. And now Daniel Bryan is officially in the main event against Randy Orton and Batiste. Good for you, Bryan. It's a very high ceiling on the Superdome, isn't it? My God. I feel like you could put a whole nother row of seats up there. Stephanie's kind of smiling at him. This garden creature. Uh-oh. Hit Stephanie with the running knees. Jesus, she's just paintbrushing Danielson. Oh. Oh, no. I think they try to take him out in the main event too. Don't they put him through a table and they get a stretcher and then he comes off, you know, like they had to do the whole shebang for him. Is that all he does, or does Triple H go back? Does he go back? Does he go back to get him some more? I thought he pedigreed him through the table or something. Maybe not. Maybe that's later. Maybe that's the RKO through the table. I feel like he's going to turn around. What a sore loser Triple H is.
Let's go back and look at this action. We thought Triple H had won it right here with that first pedigree, and somehow Daniel
Bryan
Bryan
kicked out.
Then the game went for it again, but the big kick by Daniel Bryan put Triple H on his knees. And then look at this. Oh, that's
Boom.
Bryan's knee kick, and the game was down and out.
All right. Step one completed. Bryan's now in the main event. We'll go grab another cold one.
Frustrated and embarrassed Triple H, and then what's that? Chair shot to the shoulder and almost, I think, more to the elbow. That already damaged arm. You wanted a game? You got it. Yeah, but Daniel Bryan got something more important than that. He got the victory, and he's moving on.
This is the Silverdome. Oh, the Outlaws are still around? Where did I put my thing? You damn right. There it is. Yeah. Cool. I forgot they were kind of working here in 2014, weren't they? Did they win the titles? Oh, they're taking on the Hounds of Justice. I don't even know what this match is. Okay, so it's Outlaws against Shield. Outlaws and somebody maybe against Shield. I don't even know what this match is. I have no idea. Who joins the Outlaws? Kane? Is it Kane? Look at the Hounds of Justice. I was a big Shield fan in these days. I thought they were all good. And it kind of looked like Dean Ambrose was going to be the standout at first. He had that, like, 12-year-long U.S. title run or whatever it was. Oh, it is Kane. Oh, yeah, it's Staples manager Kane. Look at what he's wearing. Slacks and a belt. Isaac Yankem was a better character than this. Oh, look, Kane's mad at Lawler? Lawler, he's Lawler's personal dentist. Is that McIntyre? It's McIntyre, isn't it? Roman Reigns, young Roman, young titty-tight Tiaki. Oh, my God. Kane, look at Dean. He's like, I don't give a shit. Come on, bring it. Oh, we ain't watching on our local home satellite provider, Michael Cole. We're watching on the WWE Network for $9.99. I remember when I was doing commentary, when I started doing YouTube, I wasn't purchasing all the WWE pay-per-views. I was buying the WrestleManias and the SummerSlams, or just the WrestleManias. But all the other ones, I wound up finding I was using Big Events TV, and you could buy all the pay-per-views for $8 and stream them. So basically, it was an illegal stream. You got to pay $8, and it worked for me every time. Never had an issue with it. But I was certainly not going to give WWE my money for fucking Battleground and shit. You know, so the WWE Network was a godsend. Yeah, Road Dogg, I mean, this was only 12 years ago, and he's wrestling a WrestleMania match. Billy Gunn is still technically active. All three members of the Shield are. I mean, when you think of wrestlers who like make drastic changes to their look and appearance as the years go on, Dean Ambrose looks like a completely... I think people who started watching wrestling 2 years ago wouldn't know that he's Jon Moxley. Like, I swear to God, I don't even think they would put that together. Like, maybe if they get a close-up of his face, they're like, oh, that looks just like Jon Moxley. You know, they might recognize it, but if you're just watching casually, I don't even think you'll fucking know if you're 10. I'm not even sure if you'll recognize that's fucking Moxley. Can't stop the Shield, man. They're unstoppable. You got the ring ability of Seth Rollins. You got the unpredictability of Dean Ambrose, and you have the stone-cold sexiness of Roman Reigns. That's a lethal combination. Except for the hoo-ah. I hate that. I think one of my least favorite things in wrestling history is the hoo-ah before he hits the spear. I like listening to the song Brie Mode more than I like watching Roman go hoo-ah. All right, there's the triple chokey. That's it. What was that, 3 minutes? That was an absolute squash. The Shield ate the Attitude Era and pooped it out in 3 minutes. Fuck yeah. Thanks for 10 more, Mike Witt. My opinion, they should have had Orton versus Bryan main event this. Then, if Punk hadn't quit, him versus Triple H. I don't know how you could have gotten to it. Match between Brock and Batista too. Yeah, you could have. I mean, Batista was coming back, but they wanted to bring him back to win the Rumble and challenge for the title. But you could have just that card sounds a little bit better. Just do Orton and Bryan. I don't know who works with Taker in that instance then. Might have been John Cena or Bray Wyatt. And if it was Bray Wyatt, then I don't know what John Cena does. Probably come out and join Hogan and Austin and Rocky. Oh, I missed the triple fist. We're like only, 2 months away from the triple fist going away? Oh my God, it's referee Danny Davis. I forgot he made a cameo. Look at Duggan. Still in pretty good shape there, Duggan. Oh, my God. Well, here's my whole childhood right here in one image. Ricky the Dragon, Steamboat, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sergeant Slaughter, Dangerous Danny Davis. Who are they bringing it to? They stole the toys away. Oh, $1 Million Man, naturally. We talked about Ted Jr. on the podcast yesterday, who beat them charges, I don't know, somehow. Some sketchy shit in Mississippi. I thought you retired. Wow. Ted DiBiase, Ron Simmons, Steamboat Slaughter Duggan, and, of course, Danny Davis. Can't believe they brought in Danny Davis. I never remember seeing him ever after he left in the 90s. That's kind of cool. I always wondered what happened to him, what he does. He was a big part of, my ages 8, 9, and 10, and 11 and 12, He was the referee when Savage won the IC title from Tito. And then he was in there when the Hearts beat the Bulldogs. Oh, that's right. I was like, what's the Big Show doing? He's coming out here for the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That's what's up next. Or that's what's up now. All right, look at all these people in the ring. Holy crap. I want to pause it and look. Miz, Great Khali. I can't even start. Miz, Great Khali, Ray, Sheamus, Cesaro is in there, Jack Swagger, Brodus, what's his name? Brodus Clay. Evan Bourne, I think, is in there. No, it's Tyson Kidd. Black John Cena. Cody Rhodes is in there. Zack Ryder. We've got, who else? Jesus. Yoshitatsu, Ziggler. Big E is in there. Goldust is in there. Mark Henry is in there. I think I see Kofi. All right, somebody's out. Yoshi's out. Heath Slater, I think I see. Ron Killings, I see. Otunga. The other one, not Tyson Kidd, but the other one that looks like him. Gabe Kidd. Not Gabe Kidd. What's his fucking name? I think it's Gabe Kidd. We had two Gabriel Kidd. Maybe it's Gabriel Kidd. Cody and Kofi. Cody and Kofi. I think I see Santino, Damian Sandow. I'm absolutely horrified. Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal. I'm horrified by the Miz's hair. Who is that? Oh, Brad Maddox. I forgot about Brad Maddox. Not Tyson, Titus O'Neil. Sin Cara. I think I've hit everybody. Yeah, I don't think these. I think I've got them all now. Get Brody's Kling out of there, whatever his name is. I don't like him. Yeah. Goodbye, you dumb fat fuck. God, he's all over Fox News. What an asshole. by Kali and Brodus out back-to-back, and Sin Cara. Who's that guy there? Is that Fandango? Yeah, I think Fandango's in there too. Alberto's in there. I didn't see Fandango until just now. Oh my God. Cardona's out at the hands of McIntyre. Is that Xavier Woods in there too? New Day has not been formed yet. Yeah, there's Xavier Woods right there. I didn't even see him. So yeah, New Day has not formed. So you got all of New Day in there, but they're not a faction yet. I don't think. Pretty sure it was later on in the year, right? In 2014, you started seeing those vignettes. I think. Yeah, because Big E's still wearing that gear, and Kofi's got the highlight green. Mark's going to take out both McIntyre and Yinder. Oh, my God. I hate the Miz's hair. I hate it. I hate it. Can't believe he did that on purpose. And there's 3MB's gone. All at the hands of Henry. Up. Henry dumped out. What year did the Big Show and Great Khali backstage fight happen? Because they were both in this match here. I think it was way before this. Because Khali's been in the company now at least 7 years. And there goes Titus. Up, we got the green sock here. Cobra. Can't believe the biggest star in the company is in the ring right now, and Cody Rhodes. You didn't even know it back then. Miz down. Miz eliminated by the Cobra. Oh, Justin Gabriel. Gabriel Kidd. It's Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. I cannot remember all these fuckers' names, man. Especially back then. Goodbye, Sandow. Oh, and he does it. Goodbye, Gabriel Kidd. That's his name now. Otunga is gone. Is he still married to what's-her-face? Hudson? Oh, damn, Big E, come on. Can you imagine a Fandango? I'd rather not imagine that. That was a dumb match, Fandango and Chris Jericho. Sheamus is going to bro kick him right off. Oh, no. Or he's going to do that. Well, dang. Ow. I'm like, bro, I need my lungs and all the other shit that's under there. And then just throw them off. There you go. It's one way to do it. Dolph is kicking. What's R-Truth doing? I've lost track of how many guys are still active. Basically, everybody is. I mean, everybody in the ring we still see in some form. Now, help me out. This Sin Cara in the ring right now, is that Mystico or no? I don't know my Sin Cara and Mystico history very well. But Sin Cara just officially signed with AEW. Is that him? Y or N? But I haven't seen anybody in the ring yet other than the Great Khali, Mark Henry, that would be essentially inactive now. Big Show, I guess. Big Show, Khali, Henry, maybe. I still think Big Show might get in the ring one more time before he retires. I mean, hell, even Goldust is still active. I love how Cesaro wears garter belts. For some reason. If he gets married, you got to pull that off his leg and throw it behind you. Oh, there goes Goldust. Del Rio eliminates Cody just with a push to the chest. 7 left. Sheamus, Big Show, Kofi, Cesaro, Ray, and Alberto and Dolph. Oof. I'm surprised Ray is in the company at this time. I thought he was kind of not. I feel like he's not there in 2015, right? Up there goes Ray. I don't even know how long Ray was gone, but I know during his absence he worked, maybe it was later on, because he would work that, he worked All In. He worked the first All In. He was in the ring for Perro Aguayo's death. I don't remember what year that was either. Oh! Nope. That was a wild bump. He went over the ring post, onto the stairs, onto the floor, and saves himself because his feet didn't touch the floor. Kofi should come out like one time before he retires to like his old theme, his old Kofi theme. Oh no. Claudio caught the Trouble in Paradise. He's going to swing poor Kofi. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would swing him right over the top rope. That makes me dizzy looking at that. Yeah, he did Lucha Underground too. Spent a good amount of time there. Jeez. But then by the time we got to 2019, that match I talked about in LA that I went to where Kofi dropped the belt to Brock, Ray was at that show because he came out there with, what's his face? The fighter that fought Brock. Oh! Upside down super kick to the face. Dolph is gone. I hate Alberto Del Rio as a human being. Just detest his face. White noise, maybe? Nope. What's that going to do? Can't tap out. Now, can he lift him over the top rope? Oh, and they're gone. And we're down to 2. Big Show and Cesaro. This was great. I thought the Andre Battle Royal was going to be a big deal. It was a great start to this thing. I love the finish here. It's so good. Fucking Cesaro, the lost killer bee. Out he goes. Nope. Boom. Uppercut. Awesome. Look at the fucking crowd. What a pop. What a finish, too. Hits him with the uppercut, and Show just kind of bounces off the ropes right into a body slam. He's done that spot a lot. I think even when, is it John Cena maybe? Like, done John Cena clock it? That might have been WrestleMania 20, actually. Clocks him with the chain, and he kind of hits the ropes, and then right into the AA. The inaugural winner of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I thought this was going to result in big things for the Claudster here, but it didn't.
Well, even Big Show got a show of respect there for that feat of strength.
You're right, King. I don't think Big Show can even believe it.
Look at this, Kofi Kingston. He was amazing. Sent flying all the way over the top, and look at his feet.
Oh.
Somehow, the feet did not touch the floor. Sheamus and Alberto eliminating each other there.
Jesus.
As bodies were flying, but watch this. Absolutely.
I mean, picked him right up and over, too. It wasn't even like the Yokozuna hip toss. That was a full-on body slam over your head. You know, Hogan used to say that about, oh, I'm going to pick you up over my head. He never really did. He kind of just side slammed him, you know. But that was a full-blown over-your-head body slam. If I were to grow my hair out, it would look a lot like Cesaro's. So I won't do that.
Brother, you should be proud of that.
First guy since Bret Hart, really, to lift a Battle Royal trophy as Bret Hart pulverized Bad News Browns. Look at these Mountain Dews. You should have them, like, looking cold and have them open and, like, half drank. This looks like these guys don't want them.
Let me just say, that entire Battle Royal was amazing. That was one of the most fun moments of WrestleMania so far. It was great.
Upper right next to JBL's head. Who's that smoke show? I like the dude with the flag. He's like, "Urgh." He's also one of my favorites. I only like picking out my favorite fans. So far, it's her and him.
Including for the very first time ever, we have our announcers, our French announcers from AV Television, with us tonight.
French.
And Christophe, Zeus, hello guys.
Come on, Alebu.
I drive for Formula 1. I will destroy you, Ricky Bobby. Just say I like crepes. Just like little thin pancakes. It's a little thin pancake. How about you just say little thin pancake? That's a compromise? I'm a big Eminem fan. I have to look at the actual map of the Detroit area. He was 8 Mile. I was somewhere around 14 Mile. I was maybe between 6 and 10 miles somewhere away from 8 Mile is where my area of living was. All right, it's John Cena and Bray Wyatt next. Wonder who will win this.
Work hard, you show up on time, you stay loyal to those who support you, you respect friends and enemies. That's my stance. Here I am, having worked day in and day out for 12 years now, trying to build this.
You're a liar, John Cena. Ryan, appreciate the 5. Next night on Raw, Shield vs. Evolution kicks off. Wow, I forgot about Claudio becoming a Paul Heyman guy. I forgot that happened. Paige's debut and winning the title, I do remember. I remember me and Elizabeth went to go see. We had just met. We were maybe together maybe less than a year and fighting with my family or fighting for my whatever the Paige movie was. We went and saw it. And I remember they had the scene in there where Rock tells her, you know, what's going to happen. And he tells her at WrestleMania 30, like up in one of the skyboxes, which I don't think really happened. And then she debuts. Beats AJ. Ten more from Mike. Not trying to make everything political, but I have to say I did throw up a little bit in my mouth when I saw a picture of Oba with a MAGA hat. I think that was at least photoshopped. But I would have no problem with someone being like, look, I'm working for a company that's, you know, side by side with MAGA. I'll let them think I'm MAGA. I'm going to pray, you know, or I'm not going to go overboard with it because I don't want to be turning fans against me, but maybe that's what Oba's doing, you know, he's just making shit up. Like, if I say all these things, this can't hurt my push, you know, or if I come out against the administration, you know, what's that going to do for my career when they're about to put me in the ring with Brock Lesnar? I might have a chance to go over if I pretend to be MAGA. I would love it if somebody just blew smoke. I'd do it. I'm like, if I got to make these idiots think that I'm also an idiot, I will do that. If it means more success for myself and my family. I love that we have Eminem as the video package song here, which reminds me I should turn that down because I don't want any music matches at all. It's a shame that people hated this match. This is a tremendous little video piece here. And they virtually do the same thing the next year with Rusev. Oh, shit, Barry. You sent a chat. I didn't see. Oh, damn. There you are. How you doing? This was the first WrestleMania on the network. I want it back. I want it back, too. Thank you for the 5, Barry. I am coming to Hawaii in July, but guess what? Going to Maui. It's not my choice. Family's choice. But we'll go to Kauai every time, and we're going to try something else this time, which sucks. But I have a feeling we'll be back in Kauai next time. So if you want to get on one of them, you know, them paddle boards you can rent, just paddle over to Maui. I'll meet you at the beach. What is going on here? I like it. Whose entrance is this? It's got to be Wyatt's. He's got the belly dancer. All right. I almost became a belly dancer. Decided to be a YouTuber instead. Went to school for it and everything. Had all the clothes. Oh, Luke. Brody Lee. All right, they are here. Oh, yeah, like the plague masks or whatever. And this is the actual band that does their song, right? It's got to be. It wouldn't be a cover band. I mean, Bray Wyatt had one of the best, kind of presentations and entrances, and that was a shocker, man. I mean, in terms of like modern, or like more recent wrestling deaths, that was just fucking brutal, man. It's coming up on 3 years this summer. I remember we were doing the live stream. The reason we were live is to do a tribute to Terry Funk, who just died. And in the middle of talking about him, the fucking chat starts going crazy. Bray Wyatt's died. We found out in real time. Unreal. This is one of the more, in terms of live performances, usually the songs sound very different than the recorded versions. This one sounds very similar. This one passes. Like my least favorite one of all time, they've done it a couple times, was when they did the live performances of the DX theme song, like at WrestleMania 14. And then I think they did it for Triple H at SummerSlam too. They sound like shit. I want the recorded version. I'd rather have the recorded version playing over the speakers than the band playing it. And that's usually the case for a lot of wrestling themes. Like Triple H's Motorhead theme. They did that for him a couple of times, right? 21 for sure. And I don't know if there was another time they did it, but I feel like there was another time too. Not my favorite. But this, you can't really tell the difference between this and the actual recorded version. They did do it at 17. Okay, I thought so. I was about to say 17. I'm like, no, I don't think they did. But no, they did. 17 and I guess maybe 21. Motorhead played Triple H to the ring. Chris Ludek, you motherfucker. Man, it's going to be Michigan State and Duke, isn't it? You guys should have lost, just like Carolina did. I'm kidding. Thanks for the 10, bro. Happy March Madness, Greg. And I remember you doing that live stream about Terry Funk, and you got silent and said, everyone, Bray Wyatt is dead. So sad. Yeah. I actually, right after that, I clipped out that 3-minute little clip and posted it on YouTube, right? Just an hour after we were done, just because I was like, that was my real-time reaction to him dying. And when you're live, we get some real-time reactions to news and whatnot, but that was probably one of the biggest ones that's happened since I've been doing YouTube, is to actually be live when we learn something just so horrific. And here comes John Cena. I brush your mouth like Colgate. What's down there? What's in the middle of the ring? Or in the middle of the aisleway? Oh, the rocking chair. Rest in peace, Brody Lee, Bray Wyatt. Last I checked, John Cena is still alive. But unfortunately, 2 people aren't. Eric Rowan is a member of the Wyatts to this day. 12 years later, he's still out there wrestling under or for the Wyatt name. I have a feeling WWE is going to quietly let the Wyatt 6 thing run its course and release everybody. I just don't know what to do with it, what else to do with them, really. Unless you start breaking them all off again and going in directions and stuff, but... Look at Brody. Was it the previous month? When was the Wyatt family and the Shield match? Was that at the Chamber a month earlier? Or was that in sometime in 2013? I think the reason I resisted so many of the fans, Cena comments and shit, is because, like, this match, for example, like, I agreed in principle that Bray Wyatt should have won this match. But the reason I kind of, like, pushed back is because the way the other fans were, it didn't matter who was in there. If John Cena was in the ring with a fucking Big Mac and fries, they would want the Big Mac and fries to win. It did not matter who the opponent was. When John Cena wrestled on a big match, he should lose, every fucking time. And it didn't matter who his opponent was. So the fact that they were saying he should lose here, they were actually right, but for all the wrong reasons, because they were just going to say lose, no matter what. But Bray Wyatt, this is actually a match I think he should have won. Even though at the time I was kind of defending it, obviously that, the match with Rusev too, the following year. At least one of those two. John Cena doesn't have to go on a WrestleMania losing streak or anything, but between Bray Wyatt and Rusev, just putting one of the two over, I think would have helped him in the eyes of a lot of the audience. But to basically do the match he's doing here in back-to-back years, up-and-comer Bray Wyatt gets over, lose to Cena at Mania. Up-and-comer Rusev gets over, lose to Cena at Mania. Doesn't sound smart when you say it out loud, does it? But for me, I look at it, the other side of the coin. I'm like, Bray Wyatt, who just got on the main roster less than a year ago, has a WrestleMania match against John Cena. The paycheck he will receive for that match is 10 times more than any complainer will make in a year. So, I mean, when you look at it from Bray Wyatt's point of view, his career's over, they buried him. I'm like, he got a WrestleMania check for wrestling John Cena. Have you any idea how fucking big that thing was? He's happy. He's providing for himself, his family. He's making money. He's got WrestleMania matches against the biggest star in the world. I don't see what you're talking about in terms of buried. That makes no sense to me, But fans can't control their emotions. He's buried. I'm like, I don't think that's what it means. I think it just means he lost. But John Cena was a guy at the time who could have afforded a loss a lot more than Bray Wyatt. So, looking back, I do concede, Cena should have lost this match. But the fans lose their minds so much that it murders any credibility they may have and makes their opinion irrelevant and invalid to me. Is the way I was looking at that stuff, because they're biased, they're tribal, they're anti-Cena. I think, Chris, you're the only person that's ever made me envision a Danhausen and Terry Funk interaction, but that would be very fun, yes. I've been reading Hubert and UNC will mutually part ways soon. I think they need to get a coach outside of the alum. I'm shocked how well Shire has transitioned at Duke as Krzyzewski's replacement. I didn't even know who Duke's new coach was. I didn't even know who UNC's coach was either. I don't pay attention to them anymore. But I did see that UNC got bounced and Duke was losing, and I thought they were both going to lose in the first round. But, I mean, I always root for Michigan State, and looks like they've made it to the Elite Eight, right? They're probably going to have to play Duke, and they're probably going to get their fucking asses kicked by Duke like it happens every time. Yeah, I used to live right in the heart of ACC country. I used to live in UNC, Duke, NC State country. Yeah, Bray Wyatt's trying to bring these levels of rage out in John Cena. It seems to be working, at least right now. I used to see Roy Williams all the time when I lived in Wilmington. He must have had a house down there because he'd be there a lot. Just walking on the beach. I saw him walking on the beach a couple times by himself. I'd sometimes drive out to the beach, which wasn't far from my house, 2 miles. I just drive to the beach. Sometimes before work, if I had to be at work at like 4 in the afternoon or something, I'd drive there down to the beach around noon and just go out there and read a book. A few hours, get some sun, jump in the water real quick, and then head to work. Roy Williams just be cruising past. I read a lot of Bret Hart's book on the beach and on airplanes. This is Nicholas's dad talking to you, John Cena. You don't fuck around with Nicholas's dad. He tells you to do something, you do it. It was hard to take Cena, seriously as like a rage guy. He would be... It was more believable when he would face like Umaga or something. Bray Wyatt trying to coach it out of him almost verbally, where Umaga was bringing it out of him physically. Umaga was forcing Cena, hey, if you want to beat me because I'm a monster who just eats raw chickens, or live chickens, you're going to have to break off the top rope and wrap it around my fucking neck if you want to get it done. Where Bray Wyatt is like trying to therapize Cena, And it's just weird. I'm like, I don't know if Cena has that in him to just change who he is just because you're talking to him. You got to push him harder than that. I'm a huge fan. It's been happening as long as I've been alive, but I love the gold stomping on the hands move. I think I probably first saw somebody do that around 1983, and I've been a fan of it ever since. It is odd. The announcers are... kind of have like a somber tone, like, oh, I don't know what to make of this match and what Cena's doing. This is so weird. God, when is the Undertaker's match? That's probably happening soon. We're 2 hours into the show, so. Or almost. Oh, that's right. This one goes backwards. Less than 2 hours. I've got a fan. I'll move the camera so you can see it. So I've got a fan right there that I blow on me. In case you're wondering why I'm always reaching over there. It's to adjust. Am I centered? Okay, I look okay. All right, we're good. I don't think so. I doubt it. There's a guy right there, dead center, hard cam, front row, behind Bray Wyatt's head right now while he's got this chin lock on Cena. I swear he looks like Zilla Fatu. Right? And he's got the camera up right now. Him. Is he an Uso? Is he in that family? Oh, Cena. Thanks for 5 more, Chris. I don't even care if Michigan State loses in the tournament. I just don't want them to lose to Duke. That was the story. Oh, I love that. I love that. Now, Cena doesn't usually exhibit a lot of fear. I think that was more of like Him being stunned. Freaked out. Good word, John Cena, or JBL. Do the crab walk. The Tekla walk.
What possesses the Bray Wyatt to be able to even do that?
And Chris, I watched the Christian Leitner game live with friends. I was 15, and I was so happy because they were all rooting for Duke, and Kentucky was about to beat them. I'm like, it's over, motherfuckers. And then they passed that ball to Leitner. And I had 6 fingers pointing at my face laughing. Ha, ha, ha. I was like right in the middle. You know that meme where it's like the cartoon and the swords are pointing at him? That was what was happening with me and my friends that night. Horrid memory for me. I mean, the Funhouse match obviously was different and a lot more fun than this, but I kind of wish they would have done a little bit more than what they did here. Ooh. And Bray Wyatt would go on to beat John Cena, right? Do I remember a cage match that happened at the next pay-per-view? He would just win that. You know, so that's something. But, I mean, why couldn't it have been reversed, you know? Give Bray the win at Mania and then have John win the blow-off or something, you know? That might have been a better way to do it, admittedly. Oh, he might actually get it off this time. Ooh, we're going to have like kind of a diagonal 5-knuckle shuffle? Oh, no, he's just going to no off the ropes. That was like the Cliff's Notes 5-knuckle. Ooh, stomach breaker. Or rib breaker. Oh. AA on the apron. Oh. DDT. Face first on the softest part of the ring.
Tell you from experience that apron is the hardest part of the ring. John just went face
Bray
first
Wyatt
into
looking to end Cena's legacy here tonight at WrestleMania, and then a kick out at 2.
I feel like the crowd they're starting to sing whole world. They should get their, was he doing the things yet? The flies?
He's got some of the universe actually following the buzzards out there. Look at that.
Some of them. It's a lot of them. Swaying the masses.
That little pocket right there in the front are the most energetic fans. The ones behind them aren't doing anything. Tito was less than a year old when this happened. I got him the previous summer. He was just a little Tito. Oh, there we go. I feel like we're getting close to the finish here. I was not expecting that shit. John Cena just high cross body from the top. Took out Rowan and Harper on the outside.
Well, I don't know, but I think John just anticipated.
There's 5 more from Mike earlier. I remember your reaction to Bray's death and watching along when the news of Coolio dying and seeing a reaction as it I forgot about the Coolio death. Another lot of memories of Coolio. Fantastic Voyage. That song probably came out around 95-ish. I was a senior in high school. I was driving. I was rocking it in my CD player with the detachable face. In my 1994 Nissan Sentra. Oh, Coolio. Coolio was the man. 5 more from Ryan. Bray got matches, segments with Rock, Taker, Cena twice, and Orton twice. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Rock stuff. That's at 32, right? And then he had the Taker match after Taker retired. A couple of Cenas and a couple of Ortons. Those Orton ones sucked, though. Those Orton ones were awful. Fucking brutally terrible. I was so pissed when he lost the title. He won the title Elimination Chamber. Did he pin Cena? Who'd he pin to win the title? I think it is Cena. Oh, he couldn't do it? Oh, what a... Cena, that is not going to help your character with these fans. See, I can understand why, if you were a hater that didn't help, And that doesn't make any sense because we've seen Cena pushed. One of the men on commentary right now is a guy that has taken Cena to extreme limits. That bloodbath with JBL that he had, that crazy brawl he had with Umaga at Royal Rumble 2007. This story makes no fucking sense. John Cena can turn into a madman when he has to. He successfully defended the title in the Elimination Chamber before getting cashed in on. He has shown that he can get nuts when he has to or get extreme. And so Wyatt acting like he can't is weird, and then Cena refusing to use the steel steps. Why would he refuse that? There we go. Is that going to be it? Ah, kicks out. Yes. Cena should really have no... I mean, he went into the fucking Lion's Den at ECW at One Night Stand against RVD in front of that crowd. There's no sort of threat that Bray Wyatt, I think, would be... That Bray Wyatt would be giving Cena that would be worse than anything he's seen. As Harper just nails Cena with a kick there. Senton. And again, that's where I will agree with, with the people that say he should have lost this match. You had Rowan and Harper out there too. That could have easily been the finish right there. And then John Cena can say, then you'd have a reason to book the cage. I want you in a cage match so these assholes can't interfere, and then John wins the cage match. All right, that lady right there in the white hair, I am almost certain that's Arnold Skollin's wife. And that's also Triple H's father. Oh, spear. Unless Arnold Skollin's wife died already, and that's just a lady that looks like her. But Skollin's wife would often be in the crowd, and that was definitely Triple H's dad. Probably one of Triple H's kids is there, too. Or somebody's kids, maybe Stephanie's or something. I don't know. Or Shane's, I should say. I think Steph has girls. Shane has boys, I think. That's a gene pool I would not want to take a dip in, that's for sure. Sister Abigail. Shit, how long was that happen? Oh, I moved my mic. I hit the mute button. Yeah, that's in a bad spot. Sorry. Thanks for telling me. Oh, shit, that was going on for a while. I wasn't looking at the thing. I was just talking. My bad. Thank you, Ryan Adams, for the $2. I'm muted. Muted. Fuck, that was going on forever. Garrett, $2. Thank you for saying that. Muted. Muted. How long were these muted? How long was I muted? Fucking 10 minutes?
It's kind of pathetic, really.
My bad.
The last rite of a celebrated career.
Shit. 20 minutes? God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't even notice that. Shit. Did we lose watchers, or are you guys all timing me? How long is it going to take him? Oh, I must have fucked with the mic. My bad. Shit. Did you miss everything I said with the Cena match and everything? Or with, let me see, where are we at? We're at 138, so back. Okay, so I was muted through the whole Hall of Fame. That sucks. And probably some of the end of Cena and Bray Wyatt, too. Thanks for sticking with me. Yeah, the chat was in sight. I wasn't looking at it. I was watching over here. Yeah. No, this is, yeah, I'm going to, so now we've got the loud buzzer from last week. Now I'm going to mute you guys for 20 minutes. So we're going to do a thing where I'm going to fuck something up every week. And here comes Brock in the hat. So anyway, one of the things I was saying while I was muted was that I would have rather, like, Brock losing or beating Undertaker's streak here. He didn't really need this as a springboard or a stepping stone. I think he could have still completely wiped the floor with John Cena at SummerSlam and been had just a big of a run as he had. Like, he didn't really need to beat the streak to get to where he got. He didn't use it as a launching pad. You know, he was already kind of there. He had that special contract. He already had this aura about him. Most credible, guy in the company, really. I think he could have still been the Brock that we knew without beating the streak here. So Brock could have just faced somebody else and beat him. Undertaker could have just faced somebody else and beat him. And we would have kept the streak intact. And really nothing would have changed about history. It might have just meant that the Undertaker streak would end at the very end, and maybe WrestleMania 33 would have been it, and Roman would have done it. 20 fucking minutes of a muted stream.
Possibly the greatest strategist, possibly the best manager ever. If he manages to... What? I disagree right now. He is arguing.
It's completely off topic here. Me and Elizabeth are watching the show. It's called The Other Two. It's about two siblings of, like, a Justin Bieber, like, child star. And one of the guys is gay, and he's, like, on one of the, like, Tinder or something like that, and he wants to send a guy a picture of his hole. So he goes in the bathroom to do it. But he hits, like, the live button so it catches his face. And he's kind of, like, known. He's an actor. And it catches his face, and then they find out it's him, and it's all over social media. And then he does, like, an Instagram live stream to be like, no, sorry, guys, I hear there's, like, a hole on the internet. It's not mine. And then people in the chat are like, dude, it was totally your face. We could see your face. You hit the live button. You're making it worse. And, like, the chat is just, like, laughing their asses off at the cluelessness of him. And he goes, oh, they're saying that they saw my face. And he just turns it off and, like, throws the phone against the wall. But just watching that was funny. Now all y'all in the chat being like, oh my God, he's not even looking at the chat. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch wrestling. I probably have to catch up on Super Chats. Thanks for the 5, Mike. No worries, Greg. You guys could have put on the subtitles, wouldn't have worked either. I want to hit this Garrett Osborne Super Chat from earlier. Hit 'em high. Monsters Anthem from Space Jam soundtrack featuring Coolio, Method Man, Busta. Be Real Cool J turns 30 this year. Holy crap. All right, Undertaker's got this very elaborate Is this the one where he comes out to Johnny Cash? Which one is that? Oh, look at the caskets. It's got Bundy. I kind of forgot they did this. Sid, Kane. They're showing all of his wins. Boss Man. Oh, I remember when he was like 10-0, 9-0 here. Randy Orton, Mark Henry, Batista, Edge, Shawn Michaels. Do they get 2 caskets for Shawn? Yeah, he gets 2. Triple H gets 2. Triple H gets 3, actually, altogether. And Brock Lesnar? Oh, wow, that's crazy. I kind of forgot that I've never really gone back and watched this match in its entirety. I've only watched the finish. Here comes Taker. Oh, 27, that was that one. Okay. Yeah, once the stream is over, I will pin a comment under the video with the timestamp of when I'm muted and just say, don't watch that part. Make sure people know when they can find the muted part. It'd been funny if you've been muted since Hogan was in the ring with Rock and Austin. Like, oh, shit. We'll have to redo this one next week. He looks so weird here, didn't he? You know, he's got the bald head and he's got that tan. He looks kind of skinny-ish. Something was just off. I'm just looking at all the caskets. I had forgotten that you don't remember like the entrances here. You know, everything is about that finish and the streak. I kind of forgot that they went through the trouble of putting caskets out here for all of the victims. That's great. Max, someone sent a super chat. I'm not paying. Yeah, I would have seen it. I just needed to glance over this way. Plus, the chat wasn't even up on the screen. It was my stream studio page here with the stats on it. There we go. Mike's not feeling oozy. I've never actually timed an Undertaker entrance before. But they long. All right, Taker, this is it. He's undefeated at WrestleMania so far. That's all about to change. Look at Heyman. So even the hat's weird. His hat's weird. His jacket's weird. Doesn't look like anything's ever worn before. The whole thing just felt weird.
You are looking at the most incredible performer in WrestleMania history. The question is Brock Lesnar intimidated?
I don't remember. I know this match isn't good, but I don't remember, other than the finishing sequence, really a lot of what goes on here. I know Taker apparently gets concussed.
I don't see any intimidation on the face of Brock Lesnar.
I want you guys to remember what happened Monday night on Raw. The image of Brock Lesnar delivering the F5 to The Undertaker and proving that if he can hit that tonight, the streak's over.
Read the face.
This is not going to be pretty.
No, it is not, Michael Cole. You're right about that, son. Mike's got 5 more. My Brock Lesnar take is he was a better WWE wrestler in the early 2000s than when he came back. He put on great matches. He was crazy athletic. He was all right when in his comeback too, until just everything turned into Suplex City, and then his matches just had no substance to them at all. But boy, when he was young, he was terrific. All right, we have reached our thumbnail match here, Undertaker, and I was like, do I do Taker's streak or do I do Daniel Bryan? I wasn't sure. I went with Taker's streak.
He's already got Lesnar reeling.
Yeah, perhaps the greatest striker in WWE history, The Undertaker. And now it's Lesnar with the power in the belly of
Ugh. That first one, right off the bat, just didn't look good.
the early going. And now it's Undertaker knocked over the top rope. Look at this. Lands on his feet, however, and he will not be intimidated. Undertaker with a block and unloads him with the right hands.
Going downstairs with those big knees.
John, is Lesnar going to have to alter his strategy at all tonight against The Undertaker?
Absolutely not. Lesnar needs to do what Lesnar has done his entire life, and that's win. And that's do the unthinkable.
Oh, and The Undertaker.
And I remember not being too terribly enamored with this match idea, but I loved the contract signing segment. He like stabbed him with the pen, right? And then choke slammed him through the table. That was awesome.
Touch the ground. Are you going to take me to the bottom with you, or are you going to swim to shore?
I mean, last year was the CM Punk match. I mean, it was just...
Still to see whether or not Brock Lesnar is going to be in over his head tonight.
It's his third Mania now, I guess, with the long hair, right? I think 27, he had it long, right? And then by the Hell in the Cell match, it was short.
I do. I think at some point that you're going to see this get wrapped up. Believe it or not, I believe they're still filling each other out.
Shoulder first to the post.
I don't think a quicker pace favors either one of these superstars. I mean,
This
the Undertaker is just methodical.
this is going to be a war whether they're walking or running.
I love the barricade still smashed out there.
Undertaker, 21 times before at WrestleMania, has methodically taken apart his opponents.
The Hall of Fame list. The people he's taken out over the
And to me, it's wild that the following year, right, 2015, they would do the SummerSlam match and then Taker would beat him. That was so weird. Have your streak, lose your streak to him only to beat him a year later? Like,
Is it going to be old school time? Brock Lesnar not going to let it happen. Legendary Shawn Michaels falling twice to The Undertaker. Triple H has fallen as well.
Edge, Batista, Mark Henry, Randy Orton, and the list goes on and on. Ric Flair.
Will Brock Lesnar be added to it? And again, Lesnar, for the second time, hits the post with his shoulder.
No wasted movement by Undertaker.
no wasted movement. There it is. He wastes a little bit of movement.
Trademark of the Phenom.
He's pretty good at conserving energy, though, because he's methodical and he walks slow.
Again, Undertaker targeting his shoulder with that kick.
He doesn't run down to the ring like a maniac.
Right hand. Brock Lesnar fighting back.
Any one of those stiff right hands could put a normal, and I say
I mean, it shouldn't have been that surprising that the streak ended here,
neither one of these.
but just the fact that it did is, it's like nobody would think that it would be odd that Brock could beat Taker because he's done it before.
How intimidating is it?
But WrestleMania is just like you're kind of just under the assumption that Taker, even if he's overmatched, he's going to win.
Then all of a sudden you realize
Vintage Undertaker.
The only wonky one there is WrestleMania 9 because I think that was a DQ. It was technically a win, but
he's willing to do anything. He's willing to go to any lengths to win.
that streak could have ended right there. They could have put Gonzalez over, and then this wouldn't even matter. Imagine that. Go grab one more beverage.
Of the beast incarnate.
Oh, snake eyes. Undertaker perhaps going for an early choke slam on the beast. Undertaker.
Nope.
Lesnar reverses from behind. He's got him back in the F5 perhaps. Lesnar's got him up high. Undertaker counters. Again, Lesnar shoulder first into the top turnbuckle.
Both going for home runs early, which is surprising.
Undertaker.
Now, the move that Taker apparently gets his bell rung on, has that happened yet?
This isn't good though, Undertaker.
Doesn't it happen early and then he says he doesn't like remember the match? Might have been on that very first suplex. Otherwise, I'm not sure where the bump
Thought off the steel post and out.
actually happens.
Lesnar targeting the right leg.
Just double checking my mute button. All right, we're all good.
Oh, he's a Leviathan is Lesnar. Absolute freak.
Did Cole just call Lesnar a Leviathan? That's Batista, bro.
Uh-oh, look out, Brock Lesnar. The Undertaker.
Mike, thanks for the 5. You forgot who went in with a Warrior this year? That was when I was muted. You must have turned me off. They did the whole Hall of Fame thing. It was Lita, Jake the Snake Roberts, Razor Ramon, Paul Bearer, and Mr. T, I think. Who else? Is that everybody?
Slams, no last rides.
Pretty good class.
Maybe we're seeing the last ride of the Undertaker here at WrestleMania.
Said it so many occasions, John, that all good things come to an end. All streaks are broken.
You gotta understand, JBL is one of those kind of guys that go to a NASCAR race to see a crash.
So that,
You're going to see one in this match.
more of that we're seeing turn two. A crash right down the wall.
Brock was so massive. Jesus.
All things do come to an end. There'll be a
I mean, there's definitely like a nervous type of hush to the crowd. It's not like they're bored. I think they're just like worried. Like they're just like if Taker's going to win here and the streak is going to stay intact, how is he going to do this? Because Undertaker kind of looks old and decrepit and slow and completely overmatched by Brock Lesnar here in every way. So if he just catches him with a quick choke slam or something and then a tombstone and he pins him, I think like either way, like both guys were kind of doomed to look bad based on either finish. But Taker lost his streak.
This will be the greatest thing that Lesnar showing no mercy at all.
Did you expect any?
No, nor should he. You better not.
Now
He's got a chance to get the dead man down. You better keep him down.
Lesnar being methodical.
Brock just stomping.
Screaming out, "You're the best," with every stomp delivered by Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar needs any more incentive.
Man, your body is not
He's
supposed
only
to.
got a 5 count. Lesnar's got to be careful.
Your body's not supposed to contort that way.
Dead man can't be effective. He can't stand up. Yeah, Taker said before, it takes his whole power game away.
Garrett's got 5 for us. Which WrestleMania would have made the respective WrestleMania better? Hogan versus Bruiser Brody at 2 or Undertaker versus Sting at 27? Probably Taker and Sting, because Hogan would have just beaten Brody the same way he beat Bundy. So I'd probably go Taker versus Sting, because that's a true dream match.
Between the eyes.
Now it's Undertaker. Now reversal. It's Undertaker off the steps into the barricade.
Undertaker and Triple H was great, but Sting and Taker would have been a dream match. So I'm going 27 easily on that one.
The legs of the Undertaker.
Few people thought that Brock Lesnar would defeat the legend Randy Couture, and he did. Not sure how many people thought Brock Lesnar would end the streak. But he very well could. Suplex. Brock Lesnar defeats The Rock, even the youngest ever WWE champion. Thought he never accomplished that. Right now, he could be closing in on the greatest streak ever.
You asked earlier, Michael, will this pace quicken? I told you it doesn't need to. This is the pace that the Beast incarnate wants. This is what he
Actually, even better yet, instead of dropping a pinned comment about the mute, I'll go in the editor after the fact, and I think I can crop it out into YouTube's editor. I think I can snap out that that piece there. That way, anybody who is watching this shit on demand, I'll put a disclaimer. You're gonna jump ahead 20 minutes or more.
Guys, at this point in the match, as you see both Lesnar and Heyman smiling and laughing, the Undertaker, he looks very mortal, guys.
I said before, this is the most uncomfortable I've been any match that the Undertaker has ever had at WrestleMania.
Almost a mismatch so far. Undertaker trying to get his
I mean, the crowd is just.
Undertaker better defend himself. He's hurt. He's hurt bad, too.
I mean, I was watching this night, and I think my mindset, my mentality while watching this, like, yes, obviously, Taker has no offense here. It's like it's so funny how your brain just won't accept something that you can kind of clearly see playing out here. Taker looks dazed as fuck, so he's clearly already gotten that concussion. But Taker just does not look up to the task here at all.
And buy some critical time.
That was big. It slowed Lesnar, but it didn't stop him.
Undertaker can't capitalize on it.
You're right.
Paul Heyman trying to will his client Lesnar on. Lesnar back to his feet. Undertaker up. Oh, but he's still out of it, guys, in the corner. Lesnar realizes that. Lesnar, trying to quickly come in after the Undertaker, and Undertaker caught him with a boot.
The Undertaker playing a little bit of possum, trying to sucker Lesnar in. If that's so, it worked.
Or is it the King of the Jungle's last stand? Well, the King of the Jungle's not going down without a fight. Guarantee you that. Now a bit of a flurry being built by the Undertaker here.
Taker's trying, but it ain't working.
Again, the big man.
Mike, thanks for the 5. Always wondered if Brody hadn't gotten killed in '88. Would he have gone to WWE for ECW? Brody old school ECW would have been awesome. I could see him turning up in ECW in the '90s, yeah. But Brody was going to go wherever he's going to make the most money. So I don't know about WWE or not. I think eventually he might have been wooed. But I don't know if Vince would have kept him Bruiser Brody where WCW would have. WCW might have been better for him. Vince would, God knows what Vince would do to him, or what sort of outfit or costume he'd have him in. I picture you as a construction worker. We're going to give you a hat. You'll form occasional tag teams with Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Oof. There you go. Taker's trying. But that's one choke slam compared to a match long of dominance here for Brock. One little flurry is probably not going to have that much effect on Brock. Oh, Undertaker kicks out. Phew. Phew. Paul Heyman has not aged well in the last 12 years. Just pin him right now. Brock's trying to sell a little bit. Oh, there he goes. Taker locks in Hell's Gate. Now, this is kind of like the finish of the SummerSlam match, and Brock, like, gives him the finger, right?
Was that the last gasp of the Undertaker, though? I think that's all he had left. Oh, Heyman loved that.
I definitely want to experience the finish in full. I wish I would have had a camera rolling that night to get my reaction to this. I don't remember exactly what it was other than like, oh, fucking God. Oh, my God.
Trying to make it to his feet somehow. Lesnar now dragging Undertaker back to the middle of the ring. Brock Lesnar gonna get caught again. He's gonna get caught again. Gonna get caught again by the Undertaker. Undertaker trying to catch him again. Now Undertaker's got him. What's Lesnar gonna do here?
Now, if the finish would have been this and Brock would have tapped, I would have been like, okay, good, fine, the streak is intact. But this would have gone down as a very, very bad WrestleMania match. Paul Heyman, you're Brock Lesnar. Oh, Jesus. Landed hard on his head there, too.
Undertaker hasn't been on his feet for 5 minutes, guys.
Jesus.
Two submission holds, Hell's Gate twice, but he's done it from his back. He can't even get on his feet. Watch this lift by Lesnar that's seemingly super killing.
And it feels like maybe the WrestleMania 27 match was kind of like this. Didn't Triple H mostly dominate there, and then Taker came back and won? So you kind of felt like it was going to be a similar thing here, or it had to be a similar thing if the streak is going to stay intact.
Now Undertaker crawling toward Lesnar. Now Brock Lesnar going for the Kimura lock.
Kimura lock on Taker.
Brock Lesnar would break the arm of the Undertaker.
If I had the opportunity to rebook it again, I would have put both of these guys in the ring with different people and had them both win.
Undertaker screaming in pain. Does Undertaker have any sort of counter? Any sort of way out of this?
Hearing his own arm snap.
I mean, Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar might have been fun because Bray's got the backup of the Wyatt family, and Brock Lesnar beating Bray Wyatt might have been a little bit easier to handle than Cena doing it. And then you can put Cena in the ring with Taker, and Taker can beat Cena. That's what I would have done. I would have had Brock versus Bray with Brock winning, and Taker versus Cena with Taker winning.
Look at Lesnar's face. Undertaker. Taken down by Lesnar again. But Undertaker's still got it locked in. Look at Lesnar. Will Lesnar
I remember I bought one of the final DVDs I ever purchased, probably 2015 or something. They released like a Brock Lesnar DVD, like 3 DVD set or something. These were one of the last ones I ever bought. And for some reason, it came with those Brock Lesnar gloves that he's wearing. They're probably packed away in storage somewhere, but I have like the Brock Lesnar gloves. They came with a DVD. I don't know why.
now Lesnar driving the Undertaker into the
I'm going to walk around town with those things on.
and off the break. It's Lesnar with shots to the kidney. And finally, Undertaker somewhat back to his feet.
Barely having to be held up by the ropes right now.
Oh, Taker caught him with a boot. God, Taker just looks like can't even get his wind, you know? His eyes, he definitely looks like he's dinged. That's for sure. Oh, he's going to try to old school it? No way. Can he do this? Oh, God. Oh, into the F5. Wow. That would have been a great finish, actually. I would have done it right here. I would have done it right there. That should have actually been the finish, I think. That would have had the same shock level, if not more, than the one that would happen here in a minute. That was great. Why was that not the fucking finish? Pulls him off old school. Oh, but I guess they have to, it's got to take 3 of them or 2 of them, whatever it is. I think it's 3. JBL.
The streak is in jeopardy, but is Brock Lesnar in jeopardy?
Lesnar glanced back at him and almost with his look like, what do I do?
Lesnar's still, I'm not going to say 100%, but he's in a lot better shape than The Undertaker is right now at this point in the match.
Oh no! German suplex to the Undertaker.
That was an ugly one, too. Yeah, Taker looks legitimately a mess. Like, he looks like he's dying. He kind of is. At least the streak is.
Your analogy earlier about the old lion that has led the pride for so long until finally someday a new young lion comes along and dethrones him.
Oh, wow, that's interesting, Daniel. I don't think I ever watched it. I have it, and I think I ripped it, and it's stored digitally, but I don't think I ever really watched it. I just bought it. I think that one, and then there was a Razor Ramon documentary, and maybe a Daniel Bryan one or something. Those are the last ones I remember buying before I stopped purchasing physical media, but I still have all my physical media, a shitload of it. Here, Paul Heyman. Jesus. He's going to rupture something the way he screams. I mean, I would have done the finish when he pulled him off for old school and pulled him off the top rope right into F5 position, hit him, boom. Just do it there. This is an extra 6 minutes or so that we don't need. Just look at Taker. He's just fucking getting his ass kicked in there. My God. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, that's a terrible one, though. That was not a last ride. I don't know what that was, but it was not a last ride.
Lester's out. Phenom's got to try to take advantage right here, right now. His moment.
Kind of sad to watch this.
What is Undertaker going to do? Waiting for Lesnar to make it back to his feet. Brock Lesnar back to his feet. Undertaker stalking Lesnar.
What can he do? What does he have the strength left to do?
Undertaker with Brock Lesnar up high. Brock's looking for the tombstone pile driver.
Does he have the strength left?
Not the best looking tombstone, but he hit it. He got it off.
The cover on Lesnar. Lesnar kicked out at 2.
Look at Heyman.
Hit each other with everything they have. 2 F5s. Undertaker kicked out both times. Tombstone pile driver. Brock Lesnar kicks out. Undertaker.
Two incredible athletes fighting for their place in history.
Undertaker signals it's over.
Maybe he's not healing.
Again.
Another tombstone. Nope. Oh, this might be it.
Brock Lesnar counter. Lesnar counter.
Oh, God.
He's got Undertaker over his shoulders again. Not again.
Look at how he had to muscle him up like that.
A third F5 to the Undertaker. Brock Lesnar into the cover. Hooks the leg. The streak.
I mean, the collective, like the way the first few rows just explode out of their seat. That's my friend there. I mean, look at Heyman. I remember thinking, look, and that's when they put the graphic up of 21-1. Because there was even rumors that, oh, they called an audible or something like that. And I'm like, no, they had the graphic ready. This was planned. Look at the delay in starting Brock's music, letting the fans soak in the disbelief. Jesus Christ. It's 12 years later, and that just still hits like, God, I cannot believe that. I had seen every single Undertaker victory at WrestleMania, every single one. I was 14 years old when he beat Jimmy Snuka at WrestleMania 7. And here I'm nearly 40, living in California, watching that very streak meet its demise. 21-1. What a sight. It gave you that my pet died feeling. Like, I loved the shock value of it. I mean, I loved the reaction, how fans are like, God, whoa, holy crap. To be able to do that and stun that many people at once, I appreciate that. I love shock. I love being surprised. I loved when Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. I thought that was tremendous because of just the shock value. But, man, the streak, felt sacred. The streak was old enough to drink, or older than that because he missed a few WrestleManias. He won 21 WrestleMania matches. And then finally goes down to Brock, who is definitely, you would think a right guy to end the streak. He's a beast. He's unstoppable, most credible guy in the company. If anybody's going to end it, it's going to take someone like him. But even with all that, how Brock dominated him throughout the match, I don't think any fans thought it was going to happen. Like the processing of it is what I find so fascinating. It's like fans like, is this good? Is this bad? Am I sad? Am I angry? What am I? What am I?
That will never, ever be duplicated.
Jesus.
The jungle is now Brock Lesnar. And the greatest manager of all time is falling.
Heyman vowed that
Taker's laying there with the 21-1.
Brock Lesnar would end the streak. They did.
Heyman's very proud.
The greatest accomplishment of Brock Lesnar's life.
I still can't believe it.
I mean, this would, I remember thinking the same thing. We Are Pro Wrestling. This would have been appropriate time for Taker to retire. We didn't need him anymore after this. Then he comes back and beats Bray Wyatt next year, only to, and then he has that weird match with Shane, and then finally it seems like he's going to retire again at WrestleMania 33, only to come back again. And then winds up retiring in a pandemic-era Boneyard match. And had a pandemic-era Thunderdome retirement. Nice cleavage there on Taker. Serves him right, man. He had a couple of perfectly set up retirements. And he kind of blew them both. But I remember feeling a lot of sadness. I remember saying that in my review that night. I remember thinking that, like, I wasn't angry. You know, it was just like a something that was, at this point, started in 91. We're in 2014, so it's been 23 years of this streak existing, which is virtually 75% of my life at the time. Nah, maybe 60%, 70%.
Performer in WrestleMania history.
But I was also trying to recognize like what this was going to mean for Brock. And to me, I thought he was a shoo-in to go into SummerSlam and absolutely destroy Daniel Bryan for the championship. But Bryan got hurt. They gave the belts to Cena instead, so Cena could go do it. Either way, Brock was going to rip the head off of whoever the champion was at SummerSlam. And this match was a big part of it. You suck, somebody said. Thumbnail time. I think it's somewhere around here. Oh, wow. Yeah, you were born in 91. So, yeah, it was your whole life. Yeah, I was, guess I would have been starting high school. Yeah, I think my freshman year was 91. Was like the fall of 91 was my freshman year.
He's the greatest I've ever felt. I'm speechless.
Rough. All right, Taker. Hit the bricks. We got more matches. The Divas, we need to give the Divas a chance. Is everybody clapping? I don't think any of the announcers were clued in. Maybe Michael Cole was.
Man, it's just like the wind has been taken out of my sails.
I said all streaks were made to be broken. I was not hoping it would happen.
I agree also that I think Punk would have been a more fun guy to do it because Punk would, I mean, obviously Heyman does a lot of talking, but Punk being the guy to end it would have been pretty great.
Showing ultimate respect.
Mike, thanks for that 10 earlier. I was so angry watching this to this day. I still say he should have stayed undefeated. What would it have hurt? What would it have hurt to stay unbeaten at one show? Yeah, it wouldn't have hurt anything. I could have been perfectly fine as a wrestling fan having that streak stay intact. Although its creation was almost meant to be broken just because of what that can do for someone. So I would have been all right with the streak ending. I would have just preferred it in his final match. Then that it would have felt more appropriate. It would have been a give back, but if it stayed undefeated, that's also fine. But I think you can do more with the streak ending. I just would have picked a different time and place, and I would have made sure that this is actually Undertaker's retirement, and he's not going to change his mind like everybody does. And like, look, if this is really it, we're going to beat you. This thing's going to come to an end, and you're done. Garrett, thanks for that 5 earlier. Brody would have won the tag titles with John Nord, as the Berserkers, and facing the Legion of Doom and the Disasters. Yep. Vince would have probably put them together. And then later on, a few years later, they would have added the Harris twins, and they would have created a faction. Long-haired Harris twins, that is. Jacob and Eli Blue. Those guys.
I feel like we just witnessed the end of an era.
I love that guy. What an honor to be here.
Remember when I first saw the Harris twins, I thought they were either two Berserkers or they were two Brian Lees with a perm. What is this an ad for? Is this WrestleMania 31? Yeah. Yeah, they've already got kind of the logo, that weird play button. I guess that's when Vince didn't want to do the numbers after WrestleMania anymore. Levi Stadium. I didn't like that one. It was too much daylight. Yeah, the announcers are now like it's all sunk in now. Like that streak is done. Dang. Oh my God, look what's happening here. So they don't get any entrances, they're just in here? What is this? Oh, this is going to be a clusterfuck. Oh, God. Okay, so here comes AJ, and she's facing all of the divas. I see Natty out there and Summer Rae, maybe. This is the first time the Divas Championship has been defended. At least AJ Lee was good. She's going to drop it tomorrow to Paige. But she's got a face, so that means she must win here. There's Tamina. I see Naomi. I don't know who that is. Oh, Vicky's here. Ugh. Ugh. Alicia Fox, she's awesome. Ugh. Yeah, Naomi, I see. I don't even know who half these girls are. Eva, what's her name? Eva something? Natalia's in there. There's the Bellers. Layla, I think, is in there as well. Cameron, that might be Cameron. Oh, Eva Marie. That's who she is. I'm like, who's Eva? Eva who? And who's the blonde girl? Who's her? Who's she? Is that Rosa? Oh, Emma's in there too. I miss Alicia Fox. Rosa Mendez, that's her name, yeah. I was like, Rosa something? Ugh. Bellas are in there, man. That tag match on SmackDown on Friday, good God. I've thrown up less during Jackass movies. Oh, Natty going for a triple Sharpie. Summer Rae is from near where I used to live in North Carolina, apparently. I learned it. God, Vicky. That's a nice shot. Well, Summer going after AJ here. And tomorrow night on Raw, like, a lot of things start to change. I think it would take, another year before, like, Charlotte and everyone arrived? Was that in 2015 when Stephanie brought them all out? Or was that later on in 2014? I think it was 2015 when that happened. And then 2016 at WrestleMania 32 is when they transitioned from the Divas to the women's title, right? Oh, God. That's gnarly. I'm going to go wrangle Tito. Hold on. Never mind. False alarm. I thought he was trying to get out, but he's not. Might have been an earthquake. Something was shaking in here. Alicia Fox. She's awesome. Who's this? Oksana. Oh, yeah, Oksana. What did Oksana do? So Rosa Mendez looks like, Spaceballs, the robot in Spaceballs, voiced by Joan Rivers, I believe. That's who she looks like to me. Man, have they come a long way into actually not embarrassing themselves when it comes to a women's division. Double Bella dive there onto everyone. A whole herd of divas on the floor. Yeah. Sister. We're going to fight. Rack attack. That was so dumb to turn around and on the pin to face the hard cam when you had two women coming behind you to get you. Coming to get you. Nice. You go, Alicia Fox. You should have done more. They should have done more with you. Wow, Natty with a double underhook.
WrestleMania moment. Worried about what Tamina's about to do here. Shades of her father, the Hall of Famer. Silver Flag Generation 2.
Oh, Naomi shoves Tamina off.
Oksana has something to say about that. It was Oksana who injured Naomi's eye a couple of months back.
Has Collision started yet? Oh, wow. Double suplex from the top. Oh. Shades of Daddy. Wow, is that Naomi she's got? I don't think she does. Damn, she has really got that locked down. She's tapping. Vicky Guerrero does not like that. So what's interesting here is like AJ, like she's with Punk. They're together, right? And so she's still there, and she's winning, and they're using her, but she's going to go down tomorrow. And then after that, I think she kind of hangs around for several more months and then is gone, something like that. She officially gone sometime in the following year. Mean Gene. Mean Gene, who sang the national anthem at the first WrestleMania. Wow, Mean Gene and Hogan. That's kind of cool.
WrestleMania 30 is rocking the Superdome, brother. What are you two doing?
This is so great. I forgot they did this, and then Mr. T's going to show up too, right? God, Piper would be dead in a year. Orndorff's mustache is awesome. Is Cowboy Bob going to show up here? Are we going to get Ace? I love that feud. Hogan and Orndorff, that was wild. I watched the heel turn that afternoon, I remember. Orndorff turning on Hogan.
Well, you got one now. I'll watch your back now. Hey, big guy. Whoa, wait a minute. Start trouble with my man home. You heard me. I've been in the food. Start trouble with my man home.
Mr. T and Piper. Oh, my God. Pat Patterson in his bow tie. He was the referee at WrestleMania 1. 30 years later. Oh, I love it. Oh. Their relationship was weird. You know, I feel like Piper deep down really didn't like him, but I hope it wasn't for like any racist reasons or whatever. It's just always real fishy to me, like why there's that bad blood. Bruno, Dusty, Harley. That's awesome. Bob. And Dusty Rhodes. Brett. Awesome. Look how good Brett looks. I always smile when I see Brett. Favorite all-time wrestler.
And we're ready for our WWE World Championship match.
All right, main event time. Thanks for sticking around to everyone tonight, even for those of you who are here for the 20 or so minutes that I spent muted. All right, Randy Orton's got himself a live performance too. Here he comes. They still got the two belts. They would hang on to the two belts for a while. Now, those got unified, I believe, the previous December at TLC. I remember how I felt after Survivor Series 2013. I was living, where I was living, and I remember doing a review that night and how bad the show was and just thinking, like, God, this sucks. Everything sucks. And then they unified the belts with Orton and Cena. And the only good news about that is that Orton won, not Cena. But then they kept the two belts around for a while until Brock won them. And then I think they just went to the one. But to me, the WCW title at this point wasn't necessary. I just wish they never would have gotten rid of it. Or when they brought the current version of the World Heavyweight title, they used the big gold. But gotta have the logo on it. Fans might forget what fucking company they're watching. This one's not so bad. I was kind of complaining about some live performances earlier, specifically the DX ones and the Motorhead ones. But Bray Wyatt's earlier was great. This one's pretty good too. Only now, if this was happening now, all the fans would be helping the band sing the song. Randy Orton going into this match as champ. Kiss those titles goodbye, Randy. I'm assuming Brian's out last. Hey, talk to me. All right, Randy Orton going as champion of this one. This year, he's going in as challenger. Boo, God. Poor Batista didn't even deserve this. It was just fans wanted Daniel Bryan. That's what they wanted. Batista's back, looking a little older. Shortest return of all time. He was gone in like 5 or 6 months, wasn't he? It just did not work out. Just bad timing. Fans would have been fine with his return, just Fans wanted Daniel Bryan, and Vince is like, no, I'm going to bring back Batista and give you him instead. And they're like, no, we don't want that. I don't even think it was really that personal against Batista. Cool. Boo-tista. Blue-tista. Remember, you start wearing the blue shit.
Randy Orton, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, is already in the ring. Here is one of his challengers, the winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista. And we want to remind you that the
There's a green shirt guy.
WWE special, WWE Extreme Rules, comes your way on Sunday, May 4th, from the Izod Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And of course, it's live on the WWE Network.
Thank you, Michael Cole. All right. Time for Daniel Bryan. Time for the man. I mean, a lot has happened since that Triple H match in the beginning, you know? I mean, they were insanely hot for that, the crowd was. But now we've gone through that show. We just had to watch The Undertaker's streak come to an end. We had to watch a Divas Battle Royal that was about as enjoyable as a bowl of boiled Brussels sprouts. But they're yesing. Maybe about 40% less energy they had to open, but they're still there.
Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. Triple H kept going for the pedigree.
And I thought, that was the end of Daniel Bryan. But somehow, Daniel Bryan escaped. But that didn't deter the game. He went for it again, but Daniel Bryan reversed it with a nice swift kick to the side of Triple H's head. And then this.
Boom.
That running knee put the game down and out. And Daniel Bryan and the Yes Movement prevailed.
And if my memory serves, they do a pretty good job in this match, too, of really making you think, oh, well, maybe he's not going to win. Like, they try their hardest. I mean, he had a brutal match with Triple H, the post-match beat down there. And then something happens with a stretcher at some point, so that must be in this match when they take him out on the tables. Because they do a lot. Because we are going into a situation here that is relatively predictable, but that's okay because the fans really want Daniel Bryan to be the guy that wins the title at WrestleMania. So they took a weird way getting there, but regardless, we're here. WWE wouldn't have it any other way other than not knowing what the right thing to do is until the fans have to scream at them. Shout out to Batista, who was a great sport through all of this. I mean, all you had to do was have Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble and have Batista come back the night after on Raw. And he could have feuded with anybody. It would have been great. Fans would have been happy to have him. They screwed Batista because they're dumb. And you can just do the story of Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan with the Authority doing everything they can to try to stop Daniel Bryan because they don't want him to be the guy. It's just so dumb. They're so dumb. And then the next night on Raw, you build the whole thing around Batista's return. He comes back. Some dumb heel comes down to the ring, talks shit to him. He puts him down. Batista bomb, poses to the fans. He's over. Fans are happy he's here. He's not standing in Daniel Bryan's way. It's got nothing to do with him. And you put him at WrestleMania against fucking Triple H or something. Like, so easy.
And that's for an entire month. It's amazing.
And you get every single pay-per-view, including, of course, tonight.
And that way Royal Rumble would have been more enjoyable for the fans.
First man to gain pinfall or submission will become champion.
And virtually everything else they did in the build, they could have still done on Raw, except for the Occupy Raw thing, which they wouldn't have needed to do. But the rest of it, they could have essentially done. It just kept the same story. Triple H doesn't want Daniel Bryan to be champion, and Bryan won the Rumble.
Daniel Bryan pull off the miracle?
I'm going to tell you this. If he's going to do it, he needs to do it early.
He's got to feed off this early adrenaline from the crowd.
Oh, yeah, smart Orton. Orton's not going to hesitate at all. Oh, yeah, let's just stop. That would have just broke everything. You would have shattered your elbow. Probably a compound fracture of some kind.
He's a six-time world champion.
It's going to be a great match, I'm certain of that, but I got to admit I got the same feeling of concern about Daniel Bryan's chances that I had about
Thanks for 10 more, Mike. Time-wise, this is the longest watch-along we've ever done. Classic watch-along, probably not. We've done some 4-hour ones. I mean, or I think, like we've done 17, 18, 19, like whatever those run times are. This is not quite 4 hours. This is 3:53, but that's close. I think last week was 3:51 or something, or it was pretty close to this too, so I'm not sure. But we've done way longer ones when we're watching, like AEW or something. An AEW pay-per-view.
Daniel Bryan so hurt he's not even trying to become part of the match right now. Triple H took so much out of him early, and that was the danger of having the first match. And now Batista, look out, right out here in front of us. Randy Orton bounced off our announce table. Batista and Orton been complaining for a number of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat. But they were really promised a one-on-one match. Well, it's funny how things work out because this is actually turning into a one-on-one match.
Daniel Bryan wanted the game, he got the game.
Yeah, but it was a shame the way the game conducted business.
What we're seeing right
Oh, Becky and Ronda would have been the longest. WrestleMania, yeah, that was the last one before they went to 2 nights. I'm curious without COVID, though, if they would have gone to 2 nights or when they would have. Like, do you think we'd be here? We'd probably be there by now. But I don't think they would have gone to 2 nights at WrestleMania 36. They just did that because of the circumstances and then just kept it. I think I would have maybe tried to hold out until WrestleMania 40. That might have been a bit long, but maybe make WrestleMania 40 the first one. But
Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. Doesn't care what everybody thinks about him, doesn't want to be cheered, doesn't care, wants to win the title. Look at this. He's going to go for a Batista bomb, no way down.
Jesus. Oh, yeah, you had 5 earlier, Mike. Thanks. Your opinion, if the streak had to end, it should have gone to a young up-and-comer, so I would have had him lose to Randy at 21. Yeah, that would have been 9 WrestleManias earlier, though, and a lot less victories on that streak. So I just the 21 wins and is just a bigger number. But that still would have been huge for Randy. But Randy had problems back then, and he was kind of... Ultimately, obviously, he didn't. He still became a megastar, did not need that as a stepping stone to be a 14-time world champion. But that would have been a big win for him. I thought he did win when he hit that crazy RKO counter during that match. I thought it was actually over.
That's a good point, King, because it's funny over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and Daniel Bryan and Batista getting in Stephanie's face. Randy Orton, in many ways, almost became an afterthought the last couple of weeks.
exactly right. It's hard to believe the first ever WWE World Heavyweight.
Yeah, this was much like WrestleMania 27. The champion was not really talked about much throughout this. The Miz was in the background of The Rock and John Cena, and he was champion. Randy Orton was in the background of all this shit between Triple H and Daniel Bryan. And then Batista's there, too, taking up a lot of attention. You kind of forgot about Randy Orton. Nobody was really picking him to retain the title here.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason.
The sports entertainers from the ground up, they would look exactly
Yeah, I think Punk at 29 would have also been better.
Stephanie and Triple H have made him the face of WWE. Cover on Batista, hook the leg again in a 2 count.
Or if you could have turned Roman Reigns heel a little earlier, he could have done it. But WrestleMania 33 would have been a good spot, too. But that match was awful. Come on, D-Bry. He has to kick them both. Jesus. Bryan in his furry boots. Oh. Got him. That's bad news, too. Did Batista wrestle at all between Royal Rumble and here? Did he get in the ring, or was this like his first match?
Triple H would prove anything can happen here in the WWE and especially at WrestleMania. But when the streak was broken,
Damn. Running drop kicks into the corner to both guys here. He's making the most out of his feet since technically he's got a completely bum left arm. And Bryan all the way to the top. Going for a Hurricane Rana. I guess so. And hits it. Just a straight up Rana. No counter, no nothing. Oh, okay. He did some with Del Rio. Right. Kind of remember that now. Oh, God, those are very scary. I hate those. Suplex. When you go from the inside to the outside, but the person suplexing you stands on the apron and you go falling over. You just can't land well. Oh, Batista going to the top? What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Okay. I love that Batista thought he was going to go to the top rope. Finally, superplex. Bryan's coming off the other corner. I think I saw him up there. Yep. Headbutt. Now going for the lock. Stephanie's coming. And Triple H, you motherfuckers. That's right. I kind of forgot they come back. Yeah, pull Kyoto out. Yeah, I guess all the way back to that SummerSlam match when Bryan beat Cena, right? And then Triple H turned on him. And Randy Orton's been champ ever since. Oh, yeah, been one of the champs, and then he unified with Cena. So Randy's technically been champion since SummerSlam, I think. Oh, Scott Armstrong. That crooked referee. They haven't even put him through the table yet, which I think happens, right? Oh, they're into it.
Triple H questioning the referee. Come on. The referee can't make it look that obvious.
Look at little Connor back there.
Are you kidding me?
He pulls the referee out, brings in Scott Armstrong. That's pretty obvious, kid.
Well, I know, but at least Scott Armstrong had to do somewhat of a legitimate count. This is one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen.
Nice. No disqualification. That's good. You can kick the referee if he wants.
Wouldn't be ruled Daniel Bryan out of the match by kicking the referee.
Daniel Bryan's been wanting to do that
Not in a triple threat.
Armstrong.
Scott's not that bad. He just kicked his lights out, and look at this.
Taking out everybody, including Stephanie. Stephanie rolls an ankle. She's injured. Or as Jesse the Body Ventura would say, injured. E-N-J-U-R-E. Injure. He's injured. Listen to Jesse's commentary. You'll hear it. He's injured. Not an injury. Oh. We got the sledgy. Brian has control of it. Take him out. Boom. There you go. Here's a sledgehammer sandwich, bitch. Now Brian going for a roll-up on Batista. Am I Mandela affecting some big table spot? Or are they going to do that? Oh, here it comes. They might be doing it right now. I was about to say there's only 17 minutes left in the show. The camera is shaking. You can see Triple H's dad right there if the cameraman would stop having a fucking seizure. God, this camera work is insane. I mean, they always do that, but sometimes it really catches you off guard. Like, Jesus, they are just... That's right. They got to take him out. They're going to do some sort of double team move to Brian, who is an absolute mess on the floor. "2014, we still got them monitors. They're still there. Still there. I don't know when we got the pads or the tablets, but those damn things, those Bret Hart screw job monitors have been there for so long." Batista's trying to unhook that one. Oh, there you go. Jeez. So they cleared out every announce table.
Chaos here at ringside. Daniel Bryan's helpless, dragged up by his hair by Batista. Batista up to the announce table. This doesn't end well. This doesn't end well at all. Daniel Bryan will not get up from this. Look at Randy Orton. They're not going to try this. Kidding me? Wait a minute. Batista bombing an RKO. Batista bombing an RKO.
God. Oh, Randy landed on one of those monitors too. So a Batista bomb into an RKO or neck breaker, basically, like a reversed RKO. Through the table.
This may go Batista's way big time now.
I feel like it wasn't timed exactly perfectly, but it was still brutal. I feel like Brian was coming down. He was already, yeah. Oh, God, Randy. Jesus. I feel like Brian was like already hitting the table when Randy came down with the RKO, but still, ouch. I would not want to land on one of those monitors. Awful. Ugh. I know the barricade's back. Probably did it when I was muted. Greg's muted. Fix the barricade. God, the way Randy landed, he dented the fucking monitor with his back. Look at his back. God. You got in your back, you have going up the top of it, or don't go in all the way down the length of it. You have in the middle, you have what's known as a spinal cord. Very important shit in the spinal cord. You don't want to damage things within that region. We got medical help coming out. Not for Randy Orton's back, for Daniel Bryan. It was wiped out on a Batista bomb RKO combo through the table. Oh, they're getting a neck brace. Batista now takes out Orton. Fans are like, oh, no. So this is kind of smart. You know, the crowd is a little nervous, like, because they don't know, like, maybe Bryan is really actually hurt. And they're like, oh, shit, you know, that type of thing. So WWE is at least knowing going into this that the situation with Daniel Bryan is going to be pretty predictable. They're going to put him over. They're going to do it. But they tried to put some major roadblocks in his way, starting with Triple H, then the post-match beatdown, then this insane spot through the table. Now they got a neck brace on him. EMTs are out there. They got a board, a stretcher. They're going to wheel his ass out. And he's still going to be celebrating as champion when this thing's over. Spoiler alert. Sorry to spoil it for you. Yeah, thank you. I went to doctor school. I went there because I had a friend who worked there. I dropped off some lunch, but I was at the doctor school, learned a couple things while I was there. And spinal cord is very important for living. God, how many times you got to show me Randy Orton's back landing on that honking ass monitor? Yeah, Randy's now. Oh, vintage Orton on the floor. I hope I don't ever get the head wrinkles that Batista's got. Like, if I go like that, I can kind of do it, but I hope they never form on their own. I don't want the head wrinkles. Now what? Oh, he's getting off. Okay, I thought like Triple H was coming back. He's Mick Foley, King of the Ring 98 in this here. Luckily for him, there's not a cell to climb up.
Doctor's begging him not to go back. Daniel, don't do this. And Randy Orton is slithering into position here. What RKO? Come on, Daniel. Somebody get him out of there.
Orton is going to do exactly what you said he should do, WL.
Just covered. Randy covered. Randy Orton wants to make everybody in this Superdome suffer. Randy Orton is going to bask in this. Let him pay final respects to the Kevin. Orton wants the WWE Universe to pay final respects to its hero. Face of the WWE, Randy Orton. And he's feeling it. He's going to rub it into the face of the
Bryan got himself off the stretcher in the ring, and Randy's just ready to execute him now. Up. Blocks it. Yes, lock on Randy. He's fighting it. Batista saves it, just adding to the booze. Bautista. Poor Bautista. And there we go. Animal caught in the trap. Is Randy going to make it? Yep.
What you got to do to get Daniel Bryan to go away? You put him on a stretcher, you have the doctor tells him to leave. Daniel Bryan has come this far, he's not going to go away. He's already been through hell tonight. Now Orton going to turn his attention to the animal. Put away the big dog.
Oh, he missed the RKO.
The strength of Batista. Everybody's been rocked.
Oh, Spears, kind of a shoulder tackle to the face of Bryan. Now he's out. Jesus. And an RKO to Batista. Randy Orton's going to retain. How wild would that have been? Ooh. What if that would have been the finish? Oh, man, he nailed Bryan.
I'll tell you, that sure looked like a 3 count to me, but Keanu was in perfect position.
As long as there's life left in any one of the three, it's going to be difficult for anybody to pin anybody. One of the three is going to break it up.
Uh-oh. Gonna go punting. Oh. I was wondering if he was going to come in because they were having a tight shot on that. So. Oh, right. That's a classic triple threat finish right there that did not work for Batista. Capitalizing on someone else's finisher. He's going to try to Batista bomb Orton. Orton rolls out. Boom. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's got to be the finish. Yeah. That roar of that audience. Like they had to literally force WWE to do it, but they did it. He took a fucking pounding. I mean, that Triple H match went at least 25 minutes. Then he got that was brutal, and then he got killed at the end of that. Then he gets put through that table in that spot. He's stretchered out. Being brutalized and manhandled through all of it. I'm glad we watched this one because I've watched, the finish here a few times, and obviously I've rewatched the Undertaker finish a bunch of times, but nothing else from the show, other than maybe the Claudio clip of him slamming Big Show. I've never really gone back and I completely forgot about the. Oh, that's a great shot right there. I completely forgot about the caskets of all the streak victims. That was awesome. Couple live performances, one for Bray Wyatt, one for Randy Orton. Both were good. Daniel Bryan gets the confetti. To me, this is kind of righting the WrestleMania 20 wrong. We can no longer celebrate and fondly remember the Benoit victory at 20, and Bryan's was similar. I feel like wins it in a triple threat match, just like Benoit did. Tapping somebody out with the same move, just like Benoit did. Triple H was involved, just like he was with Benoit's match. A lot of parallels. And it's an even 10 years apart. God, look at that confetti. Jesus. Oh, look at this. Who is that? It's not his daughter. His niece, maybe? Might be his niece. Is that Marjorie Taylor Greene? Who the fuck is that? Might be his sister and niece. I'm so happy for Brian. I mean, he wouldn't really enjoy this because he'd have to cough up the title almost immediately due to being hurt. I am going to kill this timer because even though there's still 3 minutes left, I've muted it so you wouldn't hear the buzzer that you heard last time anyway, but just to be safe, I'm just going to kill it altogether. So that means next watch along, it has to be botch free. So 2 weeks ago, I hit you with the buzzer. This week, I went mute for 25 minutes. Yeah, that's his sister and his niece. Thanks for the 5, Mike. Now I can't wait to see Mania 1 watch along to see the legendary David Sammartino. Yeah, you will be. We're going to be watching a David Sammartino match. It's going to be the only David Sammartino match we're ever going to watch on this show. Oh, there's Connor. That poor kid. You're so cute, too, you know? One day when I go and pass away and go to heaven, and I get to ask God something, I'm going to say, bone cancer in children. What's that about? You could have easily made a world without that. Oh, Brian. It's kind of sinking in now. He's like, yeah. And internally, he's kind of hurt, you know? Feels like injuries have been a thing for him from this day on. WrestleMania. Well, that was fun, guys. I'm glad we got to watch WrestleMania 30. I don't know when we would have gotten to it, but we got to start knocking out some of these ones now because we've watched nearly every WrestleMania from 1 through 30. So the only ones left, 25, 27, 29. And then WrestleMania 1 we have scheduled for WrestleMania week. So we're going to knock out WrestleMania 1. That only leaves 3 left. I think we can squeeze in one more depending on my work schedule. I don't know what I'm doing on Easter yet. But we'll be here next week. I just have to decide if I'm doing WrestleMania 25 or if I'm doing the Vault one. I think we might do 25. You guys cool with 25 next week? And then if I have the extra week, we'll do the Vault one. That might be what makes the most sense. And I promise there will be no smashing of the mute button. And I apologize for that, for kind of ruining 25 minutes of the stream here, just talking to myself. I thought what I was saying was great, but none of y'all could hear it unless you're excellent lip readers. But anyway, Ben, there's nothing wrong with my mic. My mic is perfect. The problem was I accidentally clipped the mute button probably when I was fucking around over here and didn't notice it. And it has a red light, but it's kind of facing away from me, so I can't see it if I do, unless I do that. But I also wasn't looking at the chat because I was watching I was watching, and I should have noticed it earlier. But anyway, my bad. It won't happen again, I don't think. I shouldn't say that. I can't promise anything. But, yo, we'll make up for it. How about as early as tomorrow night? Because I like doing Raw reviews during WrestleMania season. Don't do them every week, but tomorrow night, I don't even really know what we got going on except for a tag match. But maybe we'll come up here tomorrow night, talk about Raw and any other wrestling news that's going on. just to keep the content flowing on the channel as we roll into WrestleMania season. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out again on another one, and we will be back soon for our podcast tomorrow. You have a good rest of your Sunday. See you tomorrow. Peace.